Here we go.
Hello and welcome. We are on the air.
To our 4th of July D&D session. We're really excited and patriotic this evening. Lots of fireworks on the horizon.
That's right, Jesse. There's going to be explosions aplenty tonight. Let's turn out and see what we have from our good DM over here.
Well, let's introduce our contestants today.
Let's go to Lottie and see her cats. Lottie?
No, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Lottie. That was what
Thank you very much, our team member Lonnie. Expect some great things there.
Why don't you all go around and just refresh people on your characters, maybe, key ability, synergy, whatever you think that people would want to know, and that kind of stuff. And one fun fact about you, and maybe your flaw if you have one.
I have no flaws whatsoever. Level 20, that's how I got here. Yeah, so my character is Lottie Sourbog.
Oh, no!
Nice.
She changed her name.
Oh,
It's
no.
almost a goblin name right there.
She is an older gnome. She is a cat lady. She does not want to be here. She does not like you. She does not like demons. They're always scaring her cats. She has a cat familiar who travels with her. And so she's a arcane archer conjuration wizard. So her main strategy, because she does not like people, is to summon bad things in their face and then disappear and shoot them with arrows. Which is also how she lives her life.
Yes. So I'm playing again the only character from the last episode, apparently.
No, there too.
Oh, right. No, sorry, Playable. Yeah, obviously.
Playable Westworld the Third?
I don't.
Storied history.
You were so subtle about it. It's a storied, but very background sort of history.
It's true. I'm very restrained. I very infrequently talk about myself, so I can understand how I could have been overlooked.
I understand, and I apologize for the implications. I didn't mean to, you're you. It's pretty good. No, I'm a level 10 monk, level 10 warlock, tiefling, named Stephen Smith. Stephen Smith. Yeah, I am not a particular fan of demons, mostly because of my dad, who's just, he's the worst, Like, you try and get away from your family, and they're always there in the background, and, like, you just want them to leave you alone. And they don't, and then you have to go away and just...
Whispering darkly from the shadows.
Right? Like they do. Why does family do that to you? Why do they whisper genocide in the back of your head?
Cool.
What?
On a different plane.
If you could just stop spending all of your money on avocado toast and, like, magic baubles, maybe you would get somewhere. Maybe your dad has some points of view that would be valuable to you, that he has learned through, an increased time on this planet.
He's actually never spent any time on this planet. He rules over one of the planes of the abyss. Not so many avocados there. Thank you very much. But yeah, no, so I swore myself to Reuben, the unicorn of affirmation, and I'm going out and spreading good in the world because someone in my family's got to. And fun fact, my real name is Alcadus Cherbush, which in the language of my corner of the abyss means dark blood destroyer of worlds, which is why I go by Stephen Smith. So.
Say that again.
My real name?
Yeah.
Stephen Smith. I'll copy it to the chat because it's.
I can't. I'm far away from it. Say it again.
Oh, Alcadus Cherbush.
Alcazar Fairbish.
Alcadus Cherbush.
Cherbish.
Cherbush. The last name is actually Polish. I just really like it. Here, hold on.
John, do you just get all your names from mail?
Huh?
Do you just get
I get all of my last names from mailboxes now. Yeah.
Nice.
I was surprised that it was actually real. Hold on, I'm gonna post it in the because it's actually a Polish name. It's got not the only vowels it's got are Y's. It's there. The first name I made up, but the last name is absolutely real. It's pronounced Chabish. Yeah.
Do you think they were creating names and they're like, how could we just be like orthographic assholes?
Right. I saw that on a mailbox, like in some mail I was delivering. And I was, oh yeah, someone didn't want to give their real info out, right? No, it's actually a real name.
Legit.
Fireball?
Yeah, I'm Claribald Wentzewald III of, the storied Theocrastic Wentzewalds. I'm a big damn hero. You've probably heard of me and my storied line.
I don't get out much.
That's okay.
You like yarn? Like yarn?
You like songs? Because
No.
I can yell you a song.
Oh, I'd love to hear one of those. It sounds amazing.
About what big damn hero I am.
I used to have an old tomcat that used to yowl at night, but I took care of that. It's a little snip, snip.
I'm imagining the bad guy played by John Cleese in Bible Goes West, Mr. Cuts All Wall.
Yeah.
Was that John Cleese?
Yes.
I have not seen that movie since I knew
The sound of the sound.
I've not seen that movie in decades.
All right, and so you're a Clairvold. Sorry.
Laundry!
It's going to go off a few more times just to let us know that it's really done. And then the washer might also do it.
Dump it on the couch.
I won't dry the next one until later. And what, so I kind of get that Lonnie is kind of a fighter, archer summoner. John, you're kind of a radiant, light, happy tiefling against light healer.
Damage. Yep.
And then the Tabaxi Bard fighter, kind of what's your gimmick?
I'm a charlatan cat who's real mean in a fist fight. Well, in a sword fight.
What does Steven look like? Is he very obviously demonic?
Yeah, he's got. I can't remember how I described him last time, so I'm just gonna make it up again.
You have a light floating above his head constantly.
Did I?
Yeah, because you were afraid of the dark.
Oh, that's right. I was. I forgot about that. Yes.
All of your spells were light spells.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Probably.
I
Your
lost
parents
all my
probably
notes.
did.
It was like the perfect counter to that shadow demon we fought.
That's why. That's right. God, I lost all my notes the last session, so I don't have background stuff written down anymore. Yeah, that's right. I have a crippling fear of the dark. I did have horns. They're kind of chopped off Hellboy style sort of thing. But the coolness of that is undercut by the fact that I wore pleated khakis and a button-down shirt. So
I'm also a glamour bard, so when I fail at deceiving people, then I just call upon the face spirit that shares my body to dominate their personalities.
that's fair.
Roll me a couple of Xanathar names for me real fast.
Xanathar names?
Yeah.
From which table?
I don't care. Surprise me with a couple different ones.
Oh, there's a name.
Medium humanoid.
Oh, that's right. There is a name table.
Human names?
Can we roll one?
Yeah, give me a D100.
21.
21. Agelina.
Abelina.
79.
79. Robert.
Nice.
Give me one more.
92.
I guess some last names might be appropriate.
Last name?
92. Quintillion.
There we go.
Quintillion.
Quintillion.
All right, and then I need some three last.
3 last names?
This is a good enterprise. Teamwork. 57.
Gilda.
Gilda is a last name?
There's
Sure.
no last
I mean, there's no last names table. There are. I'm just picking.
I thought they had some name tables with like the elves stuff.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, family names.
Oh, there is.
Would you roll 37? Hog collar?
Yeah.
Caller?
That's off the halfling family table.
Okay, I like it. No short ones, but that one's good. Robert Hogcaller, we're going to go with that.
Distinguished line of hog collars.
They use thaumaturgy.
Do you need another one?
One more last name that's kind of on the elvish side.
Okay. The Elvish family tree here.
20.
20?
Yep.
Up one. Kithrith. Or Sithrith.
Cool. All right. I will introduce that later. All right, so we have Lonnie Sauerbach, Stephen Smith, and Clarabold. Do you have a last name, Clarabold?
Wenceswald III.
Say that again.
Clarabold Wenceswald III. Of the old Theophrastus Wenceswalds.
Wenceswald?
Yeah.
What's the ball? Alright.
Wenceswald the third. Okay.
My pappy was a Claribald Wenceswald, and his pappy was a Claribald Wenceswald.
That's right. Going back at least 8 years.
Oh, God.
My great grandpappy before him got hit by a train. It was real sad.
And I guess I will introduce the NPC, which I was going to make, but it's just going to be more like suit of the pants. They're going to do what their type depend on doing, and it'll make sense.
All right.
But I was going to make a half rogue, arcane trickster, half cleric of trickery,
Nice.
changeling
Oh.
with glamoured armor, so they can just become whoever.
Mm-hmm.
Good
And
deal.
their name is Abelina Gilda, Robert Hogcaller, and Quintillion Citrus.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
We call him Hogsy for short.
Succinct. Yep.
So I also said we're going to make a stronghold. So I figured the three of you, I give 2 coins each.
Okay.
Universalis style. Define your stronghold. The level 20 stronghold. So
Oh, let's see.
It's got a really nice tower in one corner of it, made of really fine, like old redwood from an exquisite tropical rainforest. And Clarabold has a tendency to climb it from the outside and survey his domain.
It used to look beautiful, now it's covered in claw marks.
Yep. I just sit at the bottom and just claw it. It's beautiful
Oh,
wood.
old scratch post.
This takes place after the events of last
Yes.
kind of. Yeah. Okay. So, what if we built it partially on a portal into the abyssal plane we were fighting on last time? Maybe
You want
not.
to build it? You want to build it in the rift?
Or near the rift. I guess it should be near the rift.
Did we seal that rift, or is it still open?
I'm not sure what our knock-on effects were from last time. Besides, I'm not sure what the knock-on effects of our actions were last time, besides causing another demon to ascend into a higher part of the Pantheon. I'm not sure if we actually sealed that rift or not.
Yeah, Caliban kind of ascends. I didn't actually get to the end where you all kind of did a bunch of ass kicking. But yeah, Caliban ascended, then you all escaped with what remaining soldiers you could before the portal closed, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you were retreated back to a safe position and started fortifying.
Okay, so our stronghold's situated on a border march.
Yeah. Not too far from there.
I think Lottie probably conjured a bunch of earth elementals to like earthbend, basically like spikes sticking out. So like there's walls, but then there's also just like these palisades of earth that stick out from the bottom for defense.
And do you have like earth elementals that like kind of guard the base a little bit?
Maybe. I don't really have a way to permanently. I would have to convince them to.
You're level 20.
I convinced
You
them
have
to.
means.
Okay.
Spend a coin on it.
Sure.
Let's see.
Is that what you want to spend your second coin on? You don't have to. Or you can do it.
Can I say that there's a mixed group of elementals guarding it? So that there's like some air guys up above us and some earth guys and maybe some water guys sort of just patrolling around.
Sure. You have a moat elemental.
Yeah.
A moat elemental. Nice.
That's cool. What's a cool mythical beast that we could have swayed to our cause that flies and patrols the surrounding area to warn us of danger?
Oh, flies and I was gonna say I was thinking about having a hedge maze, so maybe a minotaur, but flies like a griffin.
Griffin?
So people
No,
say
Pegasus. Definitely a Pegasus.
You're
Pegasus?
just saying that because you love ponies.
Because I have very good rapport with my patron.
Yeah, we have a
Steven's a brony.
Steven gets along well with Ruben,
He's
okay?
a brony. He goes to conventions and he dresses up.
You're too old to understand any of
I'm
this.
spending a coin on this.
But he did it. He got into it for noble reasons. He was actually helping out a child with cancer that was also a brony, and Stephen was doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Steven spends a lot of time traveling to villages and helping out kids. That's what he
He
does.
didn't realize, though, that he would genuinely like it and that friendship was magic the whole time.
Okay, so when we were coming back from the Demon Rift, we came upon an old forest grove that used to be the ancient home to a herd of Pegasi, and we pulled together.
It's just Pegasuses.
or pulled together their small remaining
How
number,
many that you go find?
and invited them into our fortress. And so we have a small herd of maybe just a couple of the remaining Pegasi. Like,
Nice.
You know, they used
4 or
to make
5.
the youth study Latin, Greek, old languages. Now you just eat avocado toast. We're in the diamond market.
I've traveled to the 8 corners of the world, and you're going to lecture me on some dead language?
Are the Pegasi mounted, or are they just there's 4 or 5 Pegasi that are in your debt or
Yeah.
envoy?
We've taken them into our care to protect them. They've
Yeah.
become our allies.
Yeah.
And
actually
we
say-
have a stable within the grounds of the stronghold.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe we built near or around that grove, because I kind of wanted to spend my second coin on like a solarium and some fancy garden type / half wilderness area for Stephen, like
Yeah,
a constellation sort of thing. Yeah,
That's legit.
yeah. I figured
like the
Steve would be the
cat's
type to live in a solarium. Big open area, lots of light, lots of plants.
Do the cats and the Pegasi get along?
Lottie does not care. She just keeps planting catnip in the solarium. You love this.
It's an invasive species.
good for them.
Taking over.
What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this?
Stop doing that. What if I told you?
No, it's all right. Pegasi like catnip too.
So I imagine
Occasionally go out there and see one just rolling
We got
around.
a fucking stone Pegasi. Like lazily flapping their wings. Look at me, I'm flying.
Oh, Pegasi fly the highest.
You still have all 4 hooves on the ground. No, I can feel the wind in my mane.
do you hear the funny sound? Those are my wings. So, really nice tower of gold redwood of tropical rainforest origin, which is known as Clarebold Scratch Post by the guard.
Yep.
Near the rift.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like I can give you that one back because you already were kind of like outposted near the rift, anyways. But I guess that makes sense too.
I'll take it back if you want.
That doesn't really add anything. It just I think I imagined it near the rift already.
Right. Okay. So I still have one more then.
Mixed elementals guarding. Moat elemental that surrounds an interior. Exterior being a palisade of earthen spikes. Then there are earth elementals kind of patrolling the grounds, fire elementals, and wind elementals all kind of ready to push things off and destroy things. There's a Pegasus roost stable, and there's a solarium garden.
And
With 4 Pegasi.
nice.
I feel like this is very like last week on Escape to the House of Mummies. The Pegasi are escaping! Get those palisades built! The demons are coming!
All right, on the signal, Clarebold, me, and Clarebold are going to go in.
No, it's like me and the ninja, and then also like Clarebold. Me and Clarebold.
Oh god.
Cool.
What if we also had a small village surrounding? Yes, no?
On the demon border march?
I mean, there's going to be some people living around, and they're safer living closer to us than away.
How about, like, it's a village that's become an attraction point for low to mid-level adventurers?
Yeah, that works. Yeah? I think that'd be good.
I think there's probably plenty of jobs in this area.
Most likely. High turnover rate.
Everyone keeps dying. There's always openings.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like there's a lot of work to be done.
Lots of opportunity for an enterprising spirit.
Exactly. I mean, if you want to make a name for yourself, this is the place to be. But
Exactly.
we should probably come up with a name for our stronghold.
Oh, yeah.
The Wensewald Estate.
No. The,
Oh, his name was Eugene.
Rip break.
Eugene?
It was Yuji Namoto or something.
Yuji, yeah.
It was Yuji. But since it started, his next name started with an N. He was known as Eugene to some.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, I cast Modify Memory on everyone.
The changeling is not modified. They modified their memory back.
Oh, no. Well,
But they allow you to keep yours.
we've got kind of the Pegasus theme going anyway, so we could name it something horsey, like Equestria. There we go. We should name it Equestria.
The Fortress of Friendship.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
It spreads a positive sort of influence. I think
sure.
that helps in an area.
No,
What
no,
is the
wait,
name of the village in which the Wensewald estate sits?
The Wensewald Estate.
It's like the Willis Tower.
Oh God. Yeah.
No one's calling it that. Claribold, nobody.
He just insists on calling it the Wensewald Estate. Nobody has any idea what he's talking about.
they will soon.
Lottie just adopts it because it sounds old. She's like, yeah.
It is old, ancient, a storied family line.
I think I remember
I
the
could
Wensel
tell you
walls.
the poems of our great ancestry.
No, I don't hold by poems.
You don't like art?
No, I think it gives people ideas.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
I see why
Push
those.
some catnip?
All right, so your stronghold of Equestria has been built.
Yes.
And battle one.
I did not get it.
And the tower is lovingly known as the Claribold Scratch Post. That's the that's Wensewald Estate. That's what they call Wensewald Estate.
That little corner.
The scratching post.
Derogatorily known as the Scratch Post. What'd you call it? Or not. It doesn't have to be derogatory. You all are preparing for an assault to deal with the problem that kind of manifested last time. The mercenary leader of the band of the Minotaur led forces in through the mouth of the sheer into the brink, losing many of not only his band of the Minotaur, but also that of the Purple Rhinos and the Land Vikings. They were a tough fight.
Oh shit.
And in the end,
My day, the Vikings all went by sea.
and in the end, it sacrificed
Before the
many
seas dried up.
to achieve a rank among the demon lords.
in modern times, Lonnie. We really cannot terrain chain pirates in these days. It's just not done.
And so you all came out and barely escaped with your lives after doing an infiltration mission deep into the abyss while this was happening, infiltrating and killing the Alquam, demon bat lord.
Oh yeah, it was a bat. That's right.
I was like an owl bat.
Yeah, we had that thing that we had to shatter, and yeah.
And as you are making preparations to kind of to throw yourselves once more back into the brink, following a pattern of many radiant sword demon fighters that kind of preceded you, and were joining and fighting at the mouth, similar to the Band of the Minotaur, may have been those among that had been sacrificed in the great ascendancy of Caliban. The second in command, Viscera, great axe wielder, escaped with you all, having lost a limb, an arm, and being terribly mentally.
Bummer, Viscera. But don't worry, we'll write a song about your arm.
That'll make it better.
She's dour and doesn't respond to your mirth, and actually ends up abandoning the camp. Does not stay for your next assault or preparations.
I mean, that makes sense.
So,
You gotta think about how everything turned out.
do we work with any organization, or do we only? Just remind me, or do we only work?
Tacitus, the bloody, the Golden Drakh.
That was it. The Golden Drakh. Yeah.
We work for him. We work for Tony Kunzelman.
Oh no.
Yep.
Poor Tony.
Tori. Yeah, Tori's character Tacitus was
Yep.
leader of the Golden Drakh, and organizes this kind of effort against the demons that are kind of plaguing the Kingdom of Midland.
Okay.
So the Kingdom of Midland is this, you can just kind of, if there's the brink, the sheer, and the abyss, your fortified stronghold kind of near the edge of the brink serves as a staging point for invasion. And then kind of further off into the horizon, you kind of see the fortified city of Midland's Kingdom.
I mean, they say Equestria is the most critical of the strongholds, holding back the demons of the Rift, and protecting the people of Midland.
Definitely for the people of Midland, this is an essential fortress. The Radiant Sword would scoff at that. It's like, maybe it's kind of like that military insider military between ranks kind of thing, like, oh, we're Marines, you're Army kind of thing. The Radiant Swords would do this a lot. Like, this is the most important fortification. Let me show you some shit, man.
Yes, they're a very quaint backwater militia of some kind, relatively unknown.
Yeah. They're pretty good, but they just get a little too. They just get a little too into it. It can be a little
fairly enthusiastic.
Yeah, I would expect a little more professionalism, but they enjoy it. So.
You criticize them, they break down. They can't handle the least bit of thing. Back in my day.
It's Lonnie, a baby.
Listen, I pulled myself up by my bootstrap.
It's a funny
Oh,
story.
God.
I mean, we were talking about linguistics earlier.
I've got to go. My stories are on.
Oh god.
Find the story.
Keep smelling. It smells like my.
Your laundry's on fire?
I hope not.
Love weird things in your pockets. I do that.
I don't want my laundry to.
Are you putting hot pockets in your pockets?
Is that how you do it?
That's not how
It's efficient.
Put them in the pockets and make them hot.
Yep. Then your laundry's done and your dinner's also done at the same time.
That's right. Don't even have to use a plate.
Back in my day, we cooked.
You just turn your pockets inside out. And look, I know that worked for you guys back in the old days, but today's modern person on the go needs to be able to just turn their pockets inside out and get dinner.
I mean,
because they don't put their family at the center of their lives like they used to.
Look, you just don't understand.
I
Kids
forgot to put water on.
they can afford the cookware.
Why don't
have to
they
use
work harder?
They have to use their dryer to cook their food.
Why are you ruining the diamond industry?
We're changing the paradigm. You haven't lived until you've had a Thanksgiving turkey cooked inside a dryer. It's quite amazing.
9% and I like it.
8 hours of massive clunking.
Well, yeah, that's the thing about it. You can go ahead and put it in there frozen. It'll thaw itself and then cook.
You choose
About a 5-minute time.
bring me back to my youth. You used to put a nickel on the jukebox to say you were in line.
It did smell burning. I forgot that I put on water for tea.
Oh, shit.
So
Yeah.
I just had a hot pan.
Oh no.
I do that. Yeah.
Yeah. There are worse things you could burn than water.
Yeah, but apparently I can burn water. Apparently I could burn water. As you are making preparations for the next assault, you're making alliances with Pegasi, you're learning how to permanently bond your elementals to this plane, so you can kind of, using combinations, maybe some adjuration magic, and
I know this guy Yuji might be able to help you with that.
Sure, maybe
Yuji. Liberal name.
Yeah, Yuji hasn't gone anywhere, I guess. Yuji, unless the price wasn't high enough. I guess that's another question too. Why do you stay? Do you stay for the pay, or do you stay for altruistic reasons? Now that you're involved,
I stay for the people. That's what I'm in it for. To just be known throughout the land as a defender of the innocent.
To defend the innocent, exactly. That's why we stay. It's what we do.
That's right. We think alike, Stephen. We have the same kind of heart deep inside of our chests.
Exactly. You know what? You should come out and help me put on puppet shows for the kids next time I go out. I think you'd really enjoy it.
This is my house that I bought by pulling myself up by my bootstraps. You guys are living here rent-free.
What are you talking about? We pay rent every month. To you.
It's not market rate.
Wait, are we
paying
Look, we put up.
I'm guessing the necromancer Asimar that you were partied with is also here. I think that's what they were.
Was it?
I remember casting I think I might have been a sorcerer that heavily focused on necromancy. Because I cast stuff like horrible wilting and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember him.
And I was convincing you was all good. I was like, don't worry. Yeah.
Just companion in the Mario one shot.
Oh God. Oh yeah. Jesus, you're right. I'd forgotten.
Yeah.
Oh man.
My role. I was just the necromancer sorcerer.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they're also here, probably helping, and maybe there's some skeletons that are helping clean the fortress.
These are proper young people. Working hard. Look at them. They're dead and they're still working.
They've worked themselves to the bone.
Exactly. You can tell they're going places. They're on an unpaid internship, as they should be.
Well, have they
skeletons.
Like people in your day did?
No, unions, they're past their prime. They're no good anymore.
one of the skeletons like leans over to one of the other skeletons. Like hey, you hear that other skeleton's getting paid? What?
Hey, hey! You stop talking to the other skeletons.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sweep. They sweep hard.
What are you on a break?
No, sir. Like he like nurses his elbow. Like I remember my last break, sir. When runners start arriving and some strange things start happening. First off, there's a high elf, kind of a high and tight cleric named Quinn, who kind of has been out in the Equestria village side, kind of spouting that divination is kind of showing great turbulence. The cosmos is in great turbulence right now, and a lot of people kind of. Oh, sorry, water real fast before I burn it again.
Not all news is fake news.
Yeah, just the one I disagree with. That's the fake one. That's how you can tell.
It is valuable to listen to different viewpoints, even if you don't agree with them. So we should probably go and see this cleric. Find out what he's talking about.
How old do your people live to be?
I don't know.
Exactly. How old are you?
Gnomes live to be like 200-300, something like that.
Yeah, they get old.
Yeah, Lonnie is
250.
okay.
250 and tenacious.
I figured it was either that or like 25 and just really holding on to something. Jesus.
All right, just give it a little bit of stir and a little bit of cream. I'll be right there. I'll be right there.
I get what's intoxicating about this. Just dismiss ideas is great.
Yeah. Wonderful.
I feel like I'm probably always like committing microaggressions too. Like I'm constantly trying to touch Steven's horns.
Oh God.
And I'm like, you're very well dressed for an infernal type.
Oh Jesus, yeah. Not a tiefling, an infernal type. Yeah. Oh God.
Look, I'm just glad that your people, the greatest generation, are so brave and always take to the front lines in the face of battle.
It's true.
Good.
We always have.
I can't wait to witness that and, so that I can tell the story myself of a member of your generation. I just want to see you, live up to your name.
Yeah, that shouldn't be any problem. We've been living up to our name for centuries at this point.
All right, then.
Yeah, there's a great diviner that is kind of saying that there's turbulence.
Okay. Quinn. Yeah.
We summon him. We summon him to our stronghold.
We summon the summoner.
Sure. I
For
guess
the audience, with the marquees of the rift.
I stroll down and invite him up for a chat.
sure.
Quinn. Yes.
Maybe you request a letter. Like we request your letter. We've heard that you, as a powerful diviner, have heard great things. We wish you blah blah blah. You send a letter.
We demand that he present himself before us.
Yeah. And so they do. An elf, wearing a high elf, wearing kind of the emblazoned emblazoned kind of insignia of like sun and moon. They kind of speak to you. I am getting great visions. I hear a cry in the cosmos, they've got like big pointy ears and a sharp face, an aquiline nose. I have seen 6 lights in the air. It forebodes great destruction.
Mm. Oh wow.
So
6?
it's minor.
6
What do
lights?
these 6 lights represent?
Like big white lights?
Yes, big white lights, but they would turn on and off. 6 in the shape of a hexagon.
Hmm.
First, they were all lit, and then the one at the top turned off. Then it turned back on, and the next one turned off. And then the top one turned off. They were both off. And then they both turned back on, and the third one was off. I failed to make sense of it.
Hmm. Well, lights
Yeah.
turning off is never good.
Yeah, he kind of described it. It became of almost an entrancing pattern. I can still remember it, but I make no sense of it.
Young man, are you on drugs?
Yes, ma'am.
He's a diviner.
Habitually.
He is. How else would he see visions?
I think we should remove any social benefits that this truant is receiving.
Look, before you're 250 years
Yeah.
old, you can't just have hallucinations from being old.
Lonnie, I appreciate your perspective. I really do. But these things are not legal these days. Are not illegal like these days. Who's
gonna hire him with these tattoos? I assume he's got tattoos under those robes.
There's a storm brewing, and if you fail to heed my call, then it shall be you who will deal with the monsoon, and that gets washed away.
Oh no, we've gone from lights to rain? Oh, that's not good. We're in the desert. I mean, that's not bad either, I suppose. Should we be building catch basins?
Perhaps. No?
Do you have any inclination of from where this evil comes, or what face it wears?
Begins to speak in tongues.
Oh.
I cast tongues.
Sure.
So that we may speak the language of the gods together.
Sure. You understand it. As well as you.
Steven. Oh, what's
What
it speak?
languages do you speak?
Common, infernal, celestial, and abyssal.
Bonnie, what languages do you speak?
I speak common, gnomish, infernal, and giant.
All 3 of you understand the language.
Ah, he's speaking infernal. All right.
And you can hear almost, static, a scream, pain, something that sounds
I arch my back.
a little garbled.
Accent's atrocious.
Yeah, it sounds painful.
Damn. There's not actually words we can make out.
No.
Oh boy.
Have you read what's the China Mayville book?
Perdido Street Station?
Yeah. Have you read Perdido Street Station? Sorry to derail. There's a scene in that still sticks with me where one of the main characters has a conversation with a demon, and it's like every time the demon speaks, there is a whole team of slaves being tortured in the abyss who speak the same words in unison, and that's what comes out as his voice.
Oh,
Like I am Legion.
Legion.
I am many. This sounds like one voice that is being filtered through many, as opposed to many voices making one.
Do we think he's possessed?
I was gonna say I'm going to cast Greater Restoration on him, just to see if that helps.
Fred.
I'm gonna.
Sure.
Oh wait! Oh, hold on! I clasp both one hand on either shoulder. Okay, buddy, I got you. Chill just a little bit, and we'll get through this together. Okay, ready? Okay, hum with me. And I cast Greater Restoration.
Like you see your light kind of flows through them, and they kind of shudder a little bit. Yes, the words are coming through more clearly now. My head has been cleared of the painful imagery. It sounds like they are saying Alcadritz Chabish.
Well, that's nonsense.
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
It's
word.
I also thought it was nonsense.
That's weird.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. I'm gonna go. I'll be in the solarium for a little bit. You guys keep chilling here. I'm just gonna. I leave.
Yeah.
Even very well spoken for one of those infernal types.
That's not really PC.
He's a real
Respect is very limited,
credit. He's a
Dark
real
vision.
Oh my
narrow.
God, not even infernal. He's abyssal.
There's a difference?
Oh God.
Wait, are you demonic? I thought because you spoke infernal and not abyssal that you were then therefore devilish.
No, I speak both.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
both last time.
I thought.
I consider
Wait,
it.
was last time I was infernal? I can't. I thought I was abyssal.
Do you have any divination that we could use to glean where his possession's coming from?
Not really. I've got contact.
So John, are you abyssal or infernal?
Abyssal. I thought I was.
Sure. Tell me about your dad.
Well, he's a ruler of one of the planes of the abyss. Actually, I really hadn't fleshed him out at all beyond that.
I got it. Keep going.
One of the planes.
Lord of Deception. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. One of the planes less directly involved in the blood war and more on the debauchery and vice side of things, which would explain why he was messing around with mortals.
He likes to get followers by making them believe that followers
Yeah.
upright the fact they're doing.
Well,
Don't worry, you're doing this for the greater good.
So, he seemed to get sort of better with the restoration, is that right?
Yes.
Does he still seem afflicted, or does he just seem...
He's shooken.
Okay. I pull out a flask of whiskey. I'm like, have a good swig, son. I'll put some hair on your chest.
Oh. All right, thank you. For some reason, you seemed scary at first, but the whiskey is good. It's stronger than what I'm used to. We prefer sun wine, but this will brace me. Takes a big swig of it.
I think we should send out ravens to all of the neighboring provinces and the other strongholds to see if there are any reports of disturbances in line with this prophecy.
Sure.
The old elf.
You head out. You head out to your roost or post At the top of your tower is a rookery from which you kind of tie a bunch of messages off to Dragonwick, Margin, Midland, a couple other neighboring kingdoms. Kind of get a read on. As you're out on the rookery rooftop, launching your bird, you can see a low-hanging cloud kind of drifting toward Midland. Dark.
When I climb up on the roof and yowl for a few hours.
Yo! Yeah, it's everybody up in Equestria. People throw rocks at the. God! Every night!
It's kind of a ceremonial thing at this point. Half of the regular folk carry around slingshots they can fire at the tower.
Roll performance yowl.
Yes.
Oh god.
20, gentleman's 20.
What did you roll?
How does your yowl sound?
Haunting and haunted.
Yes, there are babies who cry in the night. Perhaps not babies. What is the makeup of this town? Is it kind of like a mining town where it's mostly like workers, adventurers, like that kind of thing? Like it's not like really a family town.
Yeah, I mean, there are probably some families who haven't managed to get out, but yeah, I feel like most of the new population is probably like adventurers who have
Yeah.
keeping their
So
fortune.
there are some local families that are kind of in this area farming,
Yeah.
trying to make their range.
But even mostly like adventurers and people who sell things to adventurers. Yeah.
Does anybody want to roll on the divination? Intelligence?
Divination?
Yeah.
Actually, Stephen was going to go back to his solarium and cast Contact Other Plane to talk to Ruben.
Who's Ruben?
The
Is Ruben your pen pal?
Positive affirmations unicorn.
the Unicorn of Affirmation. My patron.
Your patron.
Yes.
Gotcha. Your unicorn of affirmation. Wonderful.
Yes. Need to ask him a couple questions. So it's a DC 15 intelligence throw, or I go temporarily insane. It's a great spell.
There you go. Well, contact wisely.
Well, don't do this often because my intelligence save is crap. Yep, nope, that's an 8. I just gibber for the rest of the night.
Yeah. You instead of contacting your patron, how does it go? Is it like what through what channel does it flow? And what plane were you trying to contact? Celestia?
Yeah, it's the what's that? The Mount Celestia, I think, is the positive plane. Yeah. Ruben is a unicorn on the slopes of Mount Celestia. So DC 15 saving throw for contact with a plane. On a fail, you take 66 psychic damage or an insane or until you finish a long rest.
All right, so roll your damage.
Okay. Well, insane, you cannot take actions, can't understand what everybody says, can't read, and speak only gibberish.
Are you insane now?
Mm-hmm.
Until I finish a long rest. So, till the end of the night.
No.
I'm sorry, I don't have the tea.
So,
Generations just.
I guess you probably have a lot more experience in this kind of thing.
Stephen was a little more stressed out than he thought about hearing his own name in this. So,
And instead of contacting Mount Celestia, you and your kind of reach out towards. There is such a great emanation coming from the abyss. Instead, you get your name again, cried out to you in pain and anger and sadness.
15 and
That drives you insane.
14. 22 points of psychic damage. Awesome.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dear.
It is one voice filtered through thousands.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah. Jesus.
You were asking if anybody wanted to roll on the divination, like as in like an Arcana roll.
Intelligence.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's an 11. I wasn't listening.
Mhm.
Typical of your generation.
Here you go. Trying to save the batteries.
You understand the world is at stake, don't you?
What?
It wasn't for lack of trying to listen. You actually were following pretty good, but then it was just gone.
Then he started saying those weird foreign sounding names. I can't follow all that.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just speak common?
Then it goes to anybody else?
I'm not
Yes.
wondering.
Yeah, anything else? Jesse has gone off to counter wall and send ravens. Margaret has gone to the solarium and is insane. You've tried to make sense of the divination. Anything else you want to do before you long rest it for the night?
Nope. Gonna make some tea.
I mean, I can try religion if this kind of rings any bells in terms of stories I've heard before in the past.
Just straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence.
More of a plus.
17.
Yeah, you're starting to think like the diviner kind of explained the lights. You know, one turns off, and then the next one turns on, and then one turns off, and they both turn on, and the next one turns off, and all three turn on. You realize that it might be some sort of counter, some sort of countdown.
Oh boy.
That's fine.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you begin to think that it might be a countdown.
How many strongholds are there?
How many what?
Strongholds are there?
You sent out quite a few ravens, I guess. Here, how many strongholds like yours? None. Maybe a couple on the brink by the Radiant Sword. Yeah, there's probably some. Radiant Sword probably got a bunch where they are. This is probably the first one that's been built in this area.
Okay. I'm out of ideas aside from wait to see if we hear any word back from others that have indications of what it is exactly that's going on.
The countdown seems to make you think that it'll be over by tomorrow.
By tomorrow?
Jaeger?
Tomorrow night is what you're thinking.
Oh.
Sorry,
well,
you.
that's some time.
I cut out?
Yeah, for a second.
It
But you
just
said
flew
it'll be
away.
over by tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Yeah.
We don't know what's going to be over. How do we stop it if we don't know what's going to be over?
So do
This
you all
is
long
a
rest?
big deal. If all the people die, guys, who are going to sing our praises?
Don't look at me. I cannot communicate right now.
Yeah, he has to take a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, I was trying to mull over things. And, oh God, are you okay? Oh God, put something in his mouth.
You head into the solarium to talk things over with me, and you open the door and push past the unicorn plushies. I'm just kind of rolling around on the floor, gibbering to myself.
Yeah, one of your servants has seen this before and kind of like puts you in bed.
Do I have any sense that like? Do I know if like greater restoration or anything would help them or?
Roll Arcana.
14 to 25.
Greater Arcana or Greater Restoration will help.
Greater restoration. Well, I can't do that. How about you?
Nope.
Well, sleep it off, son.
All right.
Yeah.
I also talk to the Pegasi and send them out just to like do a flyover of the surrounding country to report back on anything strange that they might see.
Can they do it like those blue angels? You know, the angels that are all
They
blue
do
colored?
it just like that. We actually feed them
I love
indigo
them.
for an entire week before we send them out on the flyovers.
God, they're almost as beautiful as thunderbirds.
Yeah, I mean,
Those mythical giant birds that fly in formation.
The Pegasi all fly in formation in pairs, so they fly off in different directions to recon the area for you.
Okay.
And then you fall asleep.
yeah, we rest until they come back, or what have you.
I set my cat Kiki to my familiar to sort of patrol around and warn me telepathically if anything
Sure.
untoward happens.
The next morning, there are ravens returned, and the Pegasi returned as well. And Arden's, Stephen, you are healed, and your mind is no longer broken.
Oh.
Lonnie, you're still old and hate the youth.
I do.
Actually, it's you're 1 day older, in fact. And it might feel like it.
You know, young people never understand how good they've got it.
I wake up extra early and I get like a child from town and I just hire him to follow me around and say things like, when do we get breakfast for free? I'm bored. Can we play a game? Sing me a song.
So you hire a child to pester you, or to pester Lonnie all day long?
To pester generally.
Follow you and pester. Got you.
Friends on the child.
Sir, I'm hungry. You haven't fed me. Are we there yet? Where are we going? All right, I'll see you tomorrow. He follows you around all day. Sure.
Oh, God.
You pay him for a day's service, and he does his due diligence. And you finally get breakfast for the two of you, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I pulled these guys
Who's
together.
this lady? Are you going to be my grandma?
Certainly not, young man.
Oh, thank goodness.
You got a job?
I mean, you set up a trust fund for him, right?
No, I say that for my own grandchildren.
He is your
But I
grandchild.
need money.
Don't you remember?
My memory's perfectly good, young man. Now, if you were a Nigerian prince. Yeah, we go check the Ravens' messages.
Yeah, I pulled these guys together. We follow up on the
We
messages.
start fucking with each other.
Hi.
I'm waiting for these at the breakfast table because we got to talk.
And then go to meet with Pegasi.
This is the fortress of Equestria. We're not here to take your raven at the moment, so please leave your message at the foot. There are 3 ravens returned, and all 3 report sites of cloud formation above their city with strange lights within it.
Three of the many.
Huh?
3 of the many we sent out.
Yes. One from Dragonwick, one from Margin, and one from Midland all report at least similar ones. The ones that those are probably the other. Yeah, I would say those are the 3 big ones that are close by, and those are the 3 ones that have the phenomenon.
And the clouds we saw on the horizon here in the distance, have they approached our own stronghold, or
You go out onto the roofs, Pegasai, to kind of speak with them, and you can see in the distance that no, the cloud is squarely above Midland, and in fact, you can now see that there are kind of lights kind of glowing inside of them. Pegasai report similarly that they were kind of flying in clouds. There's some strange structure being hidden within the cloud.
Oh,
We should probably jump on some Pegasi.
I think so.
So, Lonnie, Claiborne, we should probably talk real quick before we do anything. Would you guys like some breakfast? Let's go get some breakfast.
Yeah, we should probably eat breakfast.
For the day ahead,
I ate breakfast at 4 a.m. when I woke up.
Maybe
Well, that's good. We yeah. Anyway, no, I need to so I'm sorry for dipping out on you last night. I was trying to get in touch with Ruben and didn't really work too well. Some kind of interference.
This is your flamboyant friend?
This is my patron, the unicorn. Yes.
Your
Yes.
patron, right? That's what they call it?
That's what they're calling it these days. Yep, Lonnie. Yeah. No, it's I understand. Things were different when we were a kid a century ago.
Unicorns and fairies weren't looked as so favorably back when Lonnie
We
was.
certainly didn't talk about it.
But look, the point is, the same thing that was causing that priest, I think, all that trouble is the same thing that kept me from talking with Ruben. So that those words he said yesterday in the chamber there, that's my real name, Alkadush Jabish.
Sounds foreign.
That was my given name. Long ago, before me and Ruben got together.
What does it mean?
Well, it's a local dialect of Abyssal from the plane that my dad hails from.
Something about the longest night. I'm sorry, my Abyssal is it's really rusty.
Oh,
If you can flood destroyer worlds,
What?
it's not important. Demon names get really.
Yeah, I guess I forgot. I could have said that. Yeah, something like Destroyer of Worlds seems to be.
It's a local dialect of the Abyss. It's fine. It gets muddled, but
Why did our diviner freak out and say your name?
I don't know.
How are you feeling this morning, buddy?
Little hungover, but I'm thinking this might be a family matter, and I really don't like the thought of that.
I'm sorry.
But you know what? We're gonna do something about it.
It's always so hard going to see the olds.
family is so important. You should respect your elders.
They're always demanding respect without ever having done anything to earn it.
They just gave you everything in their life, including their youth and their beauty.
The same thing every parent gives and shouldn't really complain about.
I agree in general with respect for people, but in this case, my elder is a timeless, deathless entity dedicated to debauchery and suffering. So
How deathless?
See, that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know.
Respect.
I've never tried to. I mean, he's my. I try to avoid having anything to do with my family. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what.
Settle down.
Kitty.
Oh. Yeah, that's Zoe.
I thought I was like, who? What noise was that?
It's kitty noise, apparently.
Get that cat out of this room. Let me know this is my room.
Ugh. Come here, Zoe.
Sorry, he can't smell your scent all the way over there.
Just a second. Our kid may be in the process of waking himself up. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, I'll try to stop shouting so much. I'm
Probably
probably
I just go. So
So you
Good.
kind of reveal your identity. Is there any
uh,
further?
I'm not sure whether he's looking for me or what he's doing. I assume my name is being put out there into the multiverse, so he's probably looking for me.
We
So
protect you? Are you comfortable if we have to fight your dad?
Of course he's not. What?
I'm gonna look on the bright side and say that this doesn't necessarily have to end in fighting. But we should go and figure out what this is about. I don't have any direct means of contacting him. So, yeah, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Flying into some of those clouds, I guess.
I think we should fly into the clouds. I definitely think so.
I was trying to get in touch with Ruben to ask if maybe he had any ideas, but can't.
At the very least, those clouds are bringing down the property values. We should definitely investigate.
Indeed. So you all hop on Pegasi. What are your Pegasi's name?
Storm glare.
Storm.
Mr. Snoots.
Applejack.
It's okay. I know they don't respect you, but I respect you, Storm glare. You and your ancient lineage.
Yeah, Mr. Snoots.
Mr. Snoots and Applejack.
To be
And
fair, I am giving him lots of pieces of candy. I got peppermints and carrots.
and then the fourth one shall be named General Vision.
General Vision.
Yeah.
An ophthalmologist?
Not peripheral vision.
Like a rank. He's a military, and he sees.
Do you not respect our military?
Right?
I am
the
the
three of you-
military.
The three of you kind of launch on your horses, your Pegasi, into the air and fly into the rising sun of the morning sky. As you approach the cloud, the lights are more clearly visible as kind of like, well, first off, the cloud is this, very tall thunderhead of a cloud. Looks like it's threatening rain. Dark, swirling moisture seems to kind of be within it, but no rain falls. No lightning. But as you kind of get close, you can kind of see what almost like will-o'-wisps type lights kind of floating in and out of view within the cloud. As you fly into it, doesn't take long before you fly close to and can see a large building, some sort of flying building within, made of black iron, runes inscribed upon it, horns, spikes from every possible edifice, leering faces carved into the walls.
Doesn't seem right.
For once, you're right, buddy.
You find it repulsive, even kind of like makes mockery of celestial items and things like that. Definitely reminds you of home, though.
Reminds you of what?
Home.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Steven closes his eyes for a second and concentrates, opens them up again, glowing green, with Eldritch Sight. Just detect magic at will. Getting a feel for what kind of maybe defenses this thing has. If any.
Yeah, describe how you fly around it, I guess.
Sorry, what?
Describe how you fly around it. Where do you
No,
go?
describe. When we see this thing looming out of the clouds,
And it's slowly moving. It's slowly positioning itself closer and closer over Midland.
okay. I swoop around underneath it, and then up on the other side and over up at the top, just kind of circling it and seeing if there's any way we can get in or anything that it's signaling. Assuming it's all fucking light.
Underneath it, there is kind of like a port with an iris kind of door underneath it. That is magical. Actually, as you're kind of like looking at it, it opens up and flies like large-sized giant fly.
Oh shit.
Riding on which are like demonic chain demons with their eyes like mouths sewn shut.
That's not good.
No. Oh shit, I haven't given my dad a name yet, have I? What?
What's your papa's name?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make something up. What?
Steven Sr.
He did not approve of my outlandish nickname.
You know, there's actually already a demon that looks like a giant fly that is large sized, and they're named Casmes. Or Casme?
Asmi? Oh, the fly thing?
Yeah.
Okay, we can use that if you want.
Yeah, like 10 of them fly out of the iris and all start
Jesus.
swarming you. Which, I mean, you kind of, as it kind of opens, you kind of start to get like an idea. So you all have like maybe a round to prepare before they kind of make contact.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out in Abyssal as they start to circle. I'm here looking for Karzaj the Corpulent. That's what I came up with. My name is Al-Qadishib.
I'm gonna cast flame arrows on my quiver real quick.
Yeah, I cast long strider on myself. Preparation.
Like a charisma
Even
check?
as you call out the Casmes, you can see like their sensory orifices have been like completely scooped out. Ears have been like sewn shut.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
They are gruesome even.
Alright, that's not gonna work. Well, plan B, I guess. We'll just punch our way in. Yeah?
All right, then. I'm always up for a good punching. I draw a pair of rapiers. I speak a command word, and one of them bursts into flame.
Sure. 3 on 10.
Oh.
Roll initiative.
I roll some motherfucking initiative.
Damn straight. This is if I'm a D20. There it is. Okay. Oh. Okay. 18.
Also 18.
19.
They got 14. So it goes to you all. 15, Lonnie, you're on your Pegasi with your arrows. You said flame arrow?
Yeah. It's one of the Xanathar spells.
And then my guess was that out of the 18s, that Jesse was going to win, but I guess I don't know.
What's your dex, Jesse?
+6.
Oh yeah, you win. I'm on +5.
+5 was yours, John? Close.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, it was much closer than I thought it would be.
We're
But
both
still, still ridiculous for either of them.
It's not bad. I mean, we're level 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Um,
I mean, my strength is 10 and my intelligence is 10, so.
you get intelligence. Got it.
Yeah. My con is 12.
Lonnie,
Yeah, I'm going to. There's like the fly, and then how many guys on top of him?
no, there are 10 flies, and
Oh,
the flies are actually demons.
Okay.
They've got like arms that end in like two-pronged hands, and a giant menacing proboscis that looks like it could eat you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take 2 attacks on them. One is a natural 20, and one is a 23.
Sure. Both
No, sorry,
hit.
20. I'm sorry, 21. I went the wrong way.
Both hit.
Okay. So then I've got a D6, a D8. So the non-crit, I'll say, is a 9 plus 5 is a 14.
How much of that is fire damage?
How much of it is fire damage? 6 was. Sorry, I'll split it out. 6 was.
So he takes 11.
Okay. And then the crit on, I'll do the same one, is 4 fire damage. And then 7 plus 5 is 12 regular damage, or piercing.
Crit did less damage? Well, not less. Not as much. It's just 24 total damage.
Yeah.
Cool. You take any bonus action?
No, that's fine.
You position yourself.
I'm
You
gonna
are now in aerial combat. Any movement will take an animal handling roll or some sort of animal persuasion roll, since your mounts are intelligence.
I want to try and stop basically where we are. I don't want to approach any further.
Okay.
Does that require a roll?
No.
Okay. That's my turn.
Just clarable.
Are we still in the air? How far are we from them?
You are in the cloud, in the air. You're 60 feet away from them, and about a turn away. They're about a turn away from you.
Okay, so if I want to engage them in melee, my Pegasus could fly up at them as a move action.
Pegasus flies speed.
That's what I kind of assumed. So I guess 1 Pegasus fly speed away. 90 feet.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
Yeah, 90 feet fly.
Damn.
Right.
90 feet away.
I spur my Pegasus on, pick one of the Chasmi, go diving down on them, and as I approach, I leap from the back of my Pegasus onto one of the targets, 2 rapiers points down, and just stab right into it. And while I'm in the air, I use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on that individual.
Okay. So move. Roll for your move.
Acrobatics or
Animal handling, I think. Oh.
animal handling?
You said you were an expert Pegasus rider.
Well, I mean,
you won the 1998 Pegasus X Games.
I mean, I do, but it was 1998. I was a lot younger and sprier then. I mean, I'm still very spry.
The bond between a Pegasus and a rider is a very strong and intimate thing. I don't know this horse. Sorry, Storm Player.
I get a natural 1 on my animal handling.
Oh, shit.
You're 90 foot away.
60.
Uh,
As my Pegasus bucks, I just plant 2 feet on the saddle and launch myself up out of the saddle at the nearest Casme.
sure. Roll dex save.
How about acrobatics?
To catch.
You want dex?
Roll a dex save.
Natural 20.
You land, and your first attack that hit will be a crit.
Right.
First 2 rolls of the session.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, my first attack lands
Yeah,
on.
your Pegasus bucks, and you're like still like 40 feet away from this flying Casme. But you're able to like springboard off the launching hind legs like a bull leaper. You spring forward and kind of land directly on, the proboscis is kind of like coming straight at you. You land right on the thing's head and sink your daggers. Like
one of my rapiers straight down the proboscis.
Right, you're just a flying spear yourself. You have a double rapier proboscis to answer.
All right, so you said the first attack will be an auto crit from my acrobatics. The second attack, I roll to hit, and I get a 29 to hit.
The first one still has to hit. So
the first one still has to hit. So I get a 29 to hit and a 16 to hit.
Both of those.
Okay. So the crit, you said I need to separate out fire damage for you?
Correct.
Okay, so
Is this a new target?
this is all against the same target that I'm.
I hit or no?
Oh yeah, this is a new target. So that's 6 plus 5 is 11. Plus 8. So I do 19 points of fire damage.
The elemental pages must be.
The fire damage
Never mind.
becomes 10 points.
And then 22 points of slashing or piercing damage as I double stab down into it.
A total of 32 damage.
And then latch on to this thing in midair.
You are latched on to the Casme.
My turn.
And tries to kind of like, well, we'll see what it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
And as you're grabbing on now, the drone of its wings are annoyingly loud, and you know that on the start of your next turn you'll be.
Some kind of save.
Then it goes to Steven.
Yes. I stand up in the saddle and an Applejack, and
Okay.
reach into the air I reach into the air beside me and pull my staff of power out of the air. It's also my packed weapon. And I'm gonna swing within 30 feet of one. Let's see. Have any of them been killed yet?
No.
Okay. Which one? Well, I'm not gonna kill the one that Claiborne's standing on. I'm going to go after the one that Lonnie hit.
Okay.
I'm going to swing within 30 feet of it and use what's it called? Radiant Burst. Hold on. Sunbolt. That's it. Radiant Sunbolt. Which is that attack that subs in for my regular monk attack.
It gives you reach, doesn't it? Or it gives you like a 30-foot reach.
Yeah, it's a 30-foot range, radiant damage. Yeah. And
Yeah,
also,
you do a Dalzine.
essentially, yeah. And it does. It actually it pairs real well with the Warlock because I get Radiant Soul from the Warlock, which on any attack that does fire radiant damage for one target, I also add my Charisma modifier to the damage. So basically, every attack I do with Sunbolt also adds Charisma to the damage. So it's like 1d6 plus 9.
Nice.
It's pretty nice, yeah. I'm basically just built to kill demons. So, first 2 attacks. Jesus Christ. 19?
19 hits.
Okay. I rolled 5 for both of them, so 19 hits both of them. That's going to be how much damage? 2d6 plus 18. That's 3, 4 plus 8. That's 22 radiant damage for the first 2 attacks. And then
Yeah, good job. How much damage, sir?
22 radiant. And I'm going to spend a key point and flurry with that. Do 2 more.
Okay.
Hit. And that's 2 more. That's better. 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 18. 27 radiant damage that time.
It is looking very bad. You've kind of like burned through some of its wings. Its flying speed is diminished, but it continues to kind of soldier forward. Now it's their turn. The 2 groups of 5 kind of swarm around in formation. Clairvold, you kind of hold on for your life as the group kind of go towards the Pegasi and towards the riders. So, with Clairvold now riding one of them, 3 Pegasus and Lonnie and Steven will get 2 attacks. Or 2 attacks each.
Okay.
Well, actually, I guess.
Dave?
So, Lonnie's probably still far enough away. You all start at 60, 90 feet. Casmi flies, double move towards you to get by.
So that they're at me but not attacking me. Is that what you're saying?
They don't probably go towards the scout that's up the edge. They probably stay close toward the Pegasus that are kind of close up on them. So 5 of them will attack John and his Pegasus, and 5 of them will attack Clairvold Pegasus.
Oh boy.
Stormglare! My noble steed!
Do you all have the stats for the Pegasus pulled up? Because it's hard for me to flip back and
Oh
forth.
yeah. Hold
on.
AC 12, 59 hit points.
So Jesse's, how many hit points?
59.
59. All right, so 19, 15, 20, 16, 13. I think that means one of them misses.
They're all attacking the Pegasus?
Yeah, so all 5 of the one that was going towards Jesse's squadron are attacking the Pegasus.
Pegasus AC is 12, so.
Oh, 12. So all 5 of them hit.
Oh, Jesus.
The Casmies, like, suck and desiccate. Your Stormglare is nothing but a husk that floats down to the sorry.
No!
Stormglare took somewhere around 160 damage. Necrotic.
Animals is not okay with me.
So you're
Oh,
saying
shit.
I can't healing word him?
How much damage did they have, John? 90 something?
They had 59 hit points.
Yeah, no.
Stormblade!
And then the next group attacks you, John.
Okay.
We'll go 2 on your Pegasus and 3 on you.
Okay.
Oh.
Pegasus 15, Pegasus 20,
Mm-hmm.
John 11, John 8, John 17.
Nope, none of those hit me. Both of them hit the Pegasus. Can I roll like?
Pegasus takes 80 damage and
Can I
dies.
heal it?
As it starts to fall, and you are on top of it, and it only took less negative damage than John or than Jesse. So
Stormblade.
Can I?
Clairbolts was killed twice over. Yours is a little bit more near the brink of death.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to use
And you are
my.
right and falling.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me open the tranquility thing here. Either one would be good to use, I suppose, but the monk one would be better. Where is it? Shit. Healing hands. There it is.
Lonnie, you have the last remaining Pegasus that is alive.
It's an action. Okay.
Well, besides General Vision, who's still at it.
Can I heal my Pegasus?
We'll find out on your turn.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, so it's my turn?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to lean forward and whisper in my Pegasus's ear, "Fly, you fool!" And I am going to dimension. Is there so we're underneath, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's an opening.
Yes, the iris is closed now. Now on their turn, the iris released them. They and now the iris is closed.
We're
Is there-
below the structure?
Correct.
Okay.
Is there anywhere is there a lip
A lip
that one could stand upon?
underneath.
Yeah, so the iris is closed, but is there a lip that one could?
No, probably not. It's not that it's sheer, but it's not like there's not alcoves within the floor of it.
Okay.
Do you have any athletics?
Yeah, maybe it's rough. Maybe you could like monkey grip. There's nothing underneath it to stand on. You're looking underneath a floor of a castle.
Hmm.
A circular ocular closed.
Can I ride an air elemental?
Negative. What do you all think? I think that you fly through an air elemental.
Air elementals have an ability that allows them to sweep up enemies, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that damage is
Tell me
huge.
how to do it.
Maybe like an acrobatics check or something. Yeah. Just.
Pecos Bill could do.
This is true.
You are level 20.
Yeah, sure. Why not? You ride the air elemental.
Okay, so
But I will allow it. I'll allow it.
I'm going to drop my flame arrow, conjure an air elemental, and jump from my Pegasus to my air elemental and urge my Pegasus to flee before it is desiccated. Cruelty to animals is not okay with Lottie.
Good.
Mr. Snoots turns and retreats, dashing away. You conjure an air elemental and start flying it. Goes to Flaribold. Correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are powerful. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'll almost kill the one.
All right.
I mean, currently, if you kill them, you will have nothing to fly upon.
That's fine. I
Okay.
don't care. I'm fucking Clarabald. I look down at the one below me, and I take a double hack at it underneath me. I get a 16 and a 29 to hit it.
And 29.
Both hit. And it's got Hunter's Mark on it, so it takes 46 fire damage.
Oh, shit.
That's 10, 11 fire damage. And 34 regular damage.
34.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now bloodied, mostly dead.
So I actually have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that all of the conjure elemental type spells have a casting time of 1 minute.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
So I think I didn't just do what I said I did.
Okay. What did you do?
I don't know. This would really change how I would have chosen my spells, though.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And also,
Can I? Would it be okay with you, in light of the fact that I did not realize the casting time, to say that to retcon that I just went up on an air elemental?
or that you brought one aside for backup. Is it a concentration spell?
It is a concentration spell for an hour.
Yeah, I mean, your fire arrow didn't do too much damage. It did like 4 or 5 extra.
Yeah.
Sure. But Mr. Snoots' escape was still harrowing.
Yeah.
You wrote up on Mr. Snoots, but now you have changed to Pig Bill.
Yeah, I mean that still took my turn. I think that's fair. I didn't realize that until this moment. Carry on.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, I hack and slash the fuck out of the Casme that's under me, and then I use my Mantle of Majesty ability, and I call upon the Fey spirits that reside within me to cloak me in their glory, allowing me to cast Command as a bonus action. And I look at one of the other Casme around me, and I tell it, "Go fetch Stormglare for me."
You want him to fetch Stormglare?
Now.
The
Good.
husk?
Yeah.
Do it, my minion.
Can I just call bullshit on this?
Rolls.
Conjure Minor Elementals is a 4th level spell, whereas Conjure Animals is a 3rd level spell. They're the same, but this one's an action and this one's a minute?
I never realized that before.
That makes no sense. It makes 0 sense. Why would I be a conjuration wizard?
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
I also didn't know that, so
That's nuts.
I mean, if you want, you can just house rule it to act.
on a wisdom save. 18 if it's charisma.
It is a wisdom save. What did he get?
I got a 20.
A 20, then he Oh, but it's a... Let's see. If it's a charming effect, I guess it's not a charming effect.
Command?
Command is.
Charm, is it?
Okay, in that case, he has disadvantage because of my...
Is it?
Woo.
Charm is an effect that's actually in the appendix, so I guess it's not a charming effect.
Okay.
Because it doesn't charm them, does it? It enchants them. They do the thing. Charmed.
Mm. You're
Okay,
saying
if he gets a 20, then he succeeds.
I'll roll again. I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, so he succeeds. All right, that's my turn.
You see that you command them, and their ears are sewn shut and their eyes have been gouged out, and they have no sensory capability.
Yeah. Immune to charming effects. Essentially, in the most brutal way possible.
Is he outright immune to it?
They're normally not. I guess this version might be.
Or maybe they have advantage.
They are unable to hear you and they are unable to see you.
Oh, that would make him immune to it. In which case, I probably wouldn't want to use my daily. Okay, anyway, that's my turn.
Can I heal Applejack?
Yes.
I heal Applejack.
Well, actually, in that case, at the end of my turn, then I jump off of the Casme that I'm on and
To a healthier one?
pencil dive downwards after Stormglare.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of floating a little bit slower because it's got no sense of mass anymore.
Yeah. I dive down to catch up with Stormglare. With Stormglare's falling corpse.
Yeah, you begin to catch up. It goes to Steven. Steven, you begin to heal.
yes, I heal Applejack.
1 hit point or the full amount?
Back up to full. I don't want Applejack to die. I'm gonna do the same thing that Lonnie did. Tell Applejack to get the hell out of here, and I leap off.
It actually, hold on, John. It took 2 hits.
Uh-huh.
I didn't go into the full effect of the damage because it didn't necessarily make sense if they were dead.
Right.
You didn't get hit, but its hit point maximum has been reduced by 48.
Oh shit! It's only got 11 hit points then.
It has 11 hit points.
Okay. So I heal it 11 hit points back up to its full.
Sure.
And I tell Applejack to get the hell out of here as fast as it can, and I leap off. And I also aim for Stormglare.
Okay.
Don't worry about Stormglare. I got him covered.
You sure?
Yeah. We're fine.
Okay. Because I was gonna.
I'm sure Stormblare is okay. I think Stormblare might be dead.
No, I've got Revivify. That's like.
Okay.
Well, I leave off anyway because I can do.
I didn't realize you had that.
I do have Revivify. Yeah. As long as I can get to him before a minute's passed, I can just bring Stormglare right back. And then,
but he has 0 maximum hit point.
If he's died, don't status effects resolve off of him?
I don't know.
Keep the long rest.
Yeah, but like if the effect would reduce him below 0 hit points, the max, then
He's already dead.
He's had a deep breath.
He already died from
Right,
zero.
but he's dead because he was like Princess Brided the energy out of him.
Yeah, he died from that, and that's why we're going to bring the energy back into him with some high-level magic.
like Revivify.
The magic go down smooth.
Greater restoration?
No, if he's dead, like if somebody dies from having their max hit points reduced to 0,
Yeah.
Raise Dead still works on them.
Does it?
Yeah.
No.
It's not
Oh,
like
no,
they
it's
can
not.
take a long
Is
rest
that
while
Jesse
they're
talking
dead.
or is that Claribald?
Wait, hold on. Raised Dead is not Raised Dead is not the ideal one, I think.
No. No, it's a necromancy one.
No.
Divine one.
I'm using Raised Dead as an example. Anyway, go on with your turns. I'm not worried.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what level of spell you use and how
It's
abrasive.
alright. Claribald always lands on his feet.
Exactly.
One way or another. Now it's the Casme's turn. The one. I guess there's 5 by you, Hardin.
Yep.
You've released your mount. And they're
Actually, yeah, I will when I tell Applejack to go, I'm going to jump so that my body is in between the Pegasus and the Casme as much as possible for as long as possible before I start to drop.
I got this covered. You don't have to follow me.
All right, 5 of them attack you, John, and wow.
Lottie trusts you.
Not good. I get 19, 19, 15, and 2 natural 20s at 25. Does 25 hit?
25 does hit.
Okay. And
What's
then
your AC?
Huh?
What's your AC?
23.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's rad.
Oh, goodness.
I'm gonna say, I guess, 5 attacks coming towards, well, 3 attack. I guess they're staying for. Margaret, you did attack. That's right.
No, I did elemental foolery.
Yeah, and then the group that Jesse you attacked and then jumped off of, they're going to try to attack you, and they got
Free fall.
correct. You're in free fall.
Okay. Bring it on.
13, 19, 14, 15, 20.
You said one was a 30?
20.
13.
13, those all miss. I have AC 21.
Okay, so
As I fall in free fall, I just parry their prophecy.
yeah, I'm reminded of that like movement that cats do, that like the self-righting movement.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I pose and go, ha
Fine is doing amazing things.
And all but the 2 most accurate of the Casmes miss in their attempt to kind of skewer the falling heroes. But there are still 10 of them, and now it looks less and less of you.
Yeah.
It goes to Lonnie.
I guess I'm gonna direct my air elemental. So there's how many are up with me and Steven? 2?
5?
I thought 3 had gone. There's 5. How many are total?
There's 10 total.
Oh, I don't know why I thought there were 5. Okay.
There's 2 squadrons.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna direct my air elemental.
The squadrons are flying in pretty tight formation.
Okay. I'm gonna direct my air elemental to go after the ones attacking Steven. And alright. How many are injured?
2, and
2?
pretty damningly so.
Okay. So I guess I can attack from my air elemental as well as my air elemental attacking. Okay, so I'm gonna take 2 shots. Sorry, I don't know how my character works.
Yeah, that's okay.
Someone suggested I give you all index cards and give you no spells online. I forgot, by the way. You all have 1 slow motion point.
What does it do?
Oh, right.
I didn't actually mechanically decide. You spend it, you tell me what it does.
Okay.
I feel like you're gonna need it soon.
I feel good about my chances.
Your horse is dead.
I don't think that is a problem.
Not for very long.
With a keyboard.
You like raising a skeleton of it, like flying a skeletal Pegasus.
All right, I'm gonna take aim against the most injured, and that's going to be a 31.
31 hits.
And that does 10 damage. I'm sorry, 11 damage. Does that kill the most damaged one?
11 damage kills the most damaged one.
Okay, then I'm gonna try and hit the other one, and that's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And that is, well, not as much. 8 damage.
This one is still barely hanging on. The other one was probably 1 damage off if you hadn't done 11. But good on the 11 and not the 10.
So then my air elemental is gonna fly in and try and attack that new most damaged one. For the slam attack, 19.
That hits.
2d8.
Kills it.
Okay.
Yeah, the proboscis and wings get like torn apart into the cyclone.
And then my second slam attack will be against just another one that's up there. And that hits, that's a 22. And that does 6 plus 5 is 11. Plus 5 is 16 damage. 16 bludgeoning damage.
16 bludgeoning.
And that's my turn.
The next one, yeah, the air elemental slams into it. You ride above it. 2 flies are down. Good turn. They kind of,
Nice.
flutter corpses, kind of. It goes to Claribel.
I dive down until I catch up with Stormglare. Can I do that this turn?
Sure.
All right, I dive down until I catch up to Stormglare. I grab hold of his mane.
Because it's just a Pegasus going like this.
Yeah, he's like just
Ash on the wind.
spiraling. I pull out my rapier. I jam it into his chest cavity and break through a couple of ribs as
Don't you dare desecrate that noble creature.
I pull a diamond the size of a horse's heart out of my jerkin, and I do a couple arcane incantations, and I whisper, "Come back to me, Stormglare," as it glows with a small divine light within, and I jam it inside of his chest cavity as I cast Revivify. Does it work?
No, you plummet to your death.
Cast Revivify! Revive him!
He revives, but now his heart is open. He bleeds to death on the way out. What's that?
I wonder if he revives with any HP.
Jesus.
How does Revivify work?
The creature returns to life with 1 hit point.
Oh, did you
no.
also cast Revivify?
Can you
Oh, that's
see
fine.
or do anything?
I still have a bonus action, which maybe I just used to tell him to fly, my sweet horse. My sweet steed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I used my bonus action to tell him to flee to safety and request that he use his action to just dive with his full fly movement away into safety.
Do you have something like Greater Restoration?
No, I don't. I don't think I have a bonus action.
Was that an item you were using, or were you casting Revivify?
It was Revivify. That's what I have with one of my bardic lore.
Oh, right. Okay, nice.
I didn't realize you had it already.
Yeah, no, I was like,
You
okay.
can need it more than once.
Yeah, I get that.
Sure. You know what? Fine. I'll give you Stormglare back.
I tell him to flee until the sounds of battle have subsided.
A large black scar I guess there's like 3, 4, 5 black scars mar Stormglare's fur. 5 of which are kind of like random. Actually, probably not too random. They're like kind of in a very like stable pattern on his back, somewhere near his spine.
Oh,
Aw.
God.
Missing patches of fur and just necrotized skin.
Yeah. And then
Scar.
there's one black line out along his chest.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell
Oh,
him
God.
to flee to safety, and then I continue in free fall.
Cool. It runs away. It dashes. It rapid dashes away.
It's my turn.
It goes to the Casmi's turn.
Look, there are only 4 Pegasi left in the ancient grove. We can't let them die.
No, I know. I was really worried.
It goes to Steven's turn.
Yes, thank you. There's probably no way I can catch up with Clairbold in free fall
Maybe.
this round.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll be okay. You don't have to save me. Only if you've got an idea that you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can levitate myself, but I can at least keep you from dying. I've got an immovable rod. You can just hang out down there.
I can keep myself from dying too. I also have an immovable rod.
Oh, okay.
Like
Well,
you
that's
play.
fine.
Oh, you guys have a ladder.
Yeah. But
So, I see below me that Stormglare's taken care of. So instead of diving down there, I'm going to cast Ascendant Step on myself, start to levitate, and spend a key point. Am I within 30 feet of any of the Casmis? What's that?
Some attack you, right? Yeah. You'd have to attack first, I guess, because they attack you and you're free fall.
That's right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'll attack them first, and then I'll cast Levitate on myself.
Levitate a bonus.
Huh?
Is that a bonus action?
No, Levitate's my action. I was going to spend a key point to bonus action attack, or... No, wait, that's only if I attack with the regular turn, isn't it? Damn it. Blurry. What other bonus actions do I have? I don't have any other good bonus actions. If I can think of at the moment. Okay. Oh shit! I keep forgetting my Cloak of Displacement. Everybody has. No, they probably have True Sight, don't they? No, never mind.
not necessarily. No, they probably don't.
Well, I mean, that's got to be have all their sensory organs scooped out. Otherwise,
They might just have tremor sense. That doesn't necessarily mean.
But they've been missing you. They just hit your Pegasus.
no, this is true. But yeah, no, I don't have
I also have a Cloak of Displacement.
any bonus action stuff to do. So I'll just cast Levitate on myself and start moving back up to engage the 3. Well, no, there's 5 down by.
There are now 2 squadrons of 4. Well,
2 squadrons of 4.
No.
a squadron of 4 and a squadron of 5.
Oh, right. Okay.
Didn't I kill
You
2?
killed 2.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Right.
There's
2
two
squadrons of 4. Okay.
Or I guess a squadron of 5. A squadron of 5 and a squadron of 3.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
It depends. I guess I saw a damage one in each group, but I guess how did you all? Margaret, did you feel like you killed 2 in one group?
That's what I said. I was attacking the ones that were up by Steven. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, you were attacking the most damaged ones. I assumed.
Right. There was 1 in each group.
Yeah,
There must have been, yeah.
Jesse went to go attack a different one that you had started attacking. So I
Right.
guess I- each group.
Then that works. Then choose 2
Yeah.
fours.
One for them.
You have an arrow able to.
I have good range.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So yeah, I think there's 2 squadrons of 4 left.
okay. Well, Jesse's less mobile because he's only got the immovable rod. So I'll go down and help him with his group. Yeah. I'll let myself free fall for a bit before I cast Levitate on myself. and make sure I'm within range of those for my next round. Okay.
How are y'all doing on spell economy? Should I feel like I've got a different direction this can go? Do you all want to finish this encounter, or do you want me to do something else?
I haven't spent any spells yet.
Okay, then I'm gonna say sure, fine. 4.
Oh god.
4 will attack.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna use. Sorry, I do have a bonus action I can use. I'm gonna use Hexblade's Curse on one of the ones that I get near down below. I add more damage, I crit on more, and I heal when it dies. So, yeah. Okay. As I fall and cast Levitate, and then I stare at one real hard. That's really about it. I'm not super threatening.
So there's a group by you and Clairvold then?
Yeah.
So we'll go 2 attacks on the both of you.
Okay.
3 are you, John. I got one more hit on John.
Mm-hmm.
And a 24 on Jesse.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, did you give me damage for the last 2 that hit me?
Oh, I don't think I did. Maybe I.
I didn't think they hit you. I thought they hit the Pegasus.
No, it was the round before, I think.
Yeah, so John, I don't think I rolled damage.
No. Well.
So this is going to do some damage.
In which case, I probably was use my bonus action to heal myself.
Yeah. Oh, we can retcon it. So 4, 10, 12. So so 16, 32, 64.
Jesus.
That's a lot of adding.
Well, so the last round you got 2 crits.
Oh, that's right. Oh, fuck.
So you take 64 piercing damage plus 96 necrotic damage, and your target's hit point maximum is reduced an amount equal to the necrotic damage taken. So your hit points are reduced by 90. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 96 necrotic.
Oh.
And then
Well, I'm dead.
this reduction to a creature's hit point maximum lasts until the creature finishes a long rest or is affected by a spell like Greater Restoration.
Right. Well, my
All right.
hit point maximum is reduced from 123 to 27. But that doesn't matter because I only had 101 hit points because I never healed yesterday's psychic damage. And, well, no, I would have healed it in the long rest.
Yeah.
But still, 64 far exceeds 27 by 47.
Yeah,
So.
you begin to free fall.
37. Yep. I'm unconscious. At negative 37.
Yeah.
So all that stuff I said before was not, yep. I just jumped off and immediately... Gladly- Oh, God.
Thus did our adventures come to an end. Only Lottie survived, crotchety. Elemental.
Knew these young kids would never amount to anything.
The 2 squadrons of Casmes,
Back in my day, level 20 meant something.
Now it's just a participation award. You get experience for any old fucking encounter.
on the bad guy's turn, the iris opens again, and another 10 Casmes fly out.
Oh, fuck.
All 18 start to fly down you, and you can see staring up for you. And now that the cloud is starting to get like over the mainland of the city, like now you're kind of like over the city walls. You can see that there are like people staring up at you. Clarebold, as you're like free falling down, and the Pegasus are flying away, and the Casmes are having this great aerial battle. Now there's 18 Casmes in the air, and they all start flying down to the city and just sucking the life out of people. And you hear the screams of villagers and peasants as they kind of all cry out. You see guardsmen all kind of like grabbing griffins, and Golden Drakh members all mounting up on their things and joining into the battle. And now there's this grand melee, aerial melee, as the town kind of begins to get by demons.
All right.
Lonnie's
Is my turn? Oh, it's
No,
Lottie's turn.
my turn.
Okay.
How far away am I from the flies?
They have flown down to the village. They're like 120 feet away from you.
Okay. My air elemental is the speed of 90. So I get within. I urge my air elemental down. Oh, they're
You
really
want to
fast. What?
You want to pursue?
What was
You
that?
want to pursue?
Yes, I do. So, sorry, how far again are they
120.
from me?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, that's perfect. I'm going to urge my air elemental to fly down 90. And then if I shot in a straight line, how many could I hit, like just as a foot wide straight line?
Is this like for a spell, like lightning bolt?
Yeah, this is for one of my special arrows.
Sure. I think that you could get out of 18, you could probably get 5 of them in a straight line at any one point. That'd be like pretty difficult with them flying around and stuff like that, but
Okay.
that'd be the maximum. I'd give you like the one perfect moment, 5 of them all kind of.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna line it up, and I'm gonna shoot a piercing arrow. So I use transmutation magic to give my arrow an ethereal quality. The arrow passes harmlessly through objects. Blah blah blah. Every creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw.
I have +2s on these. Didn't do too well. Highest was a 17.
Save is a 21.
I thought that would be the case. Okay.
Okay, so I've got a D8 and then plus a D6 piercing. So he takes 5, 7. 7 plus 5 is 13. 14. 14 total damage. And then I'm just going to shoot off an arrow as my second attack at whichever one looks the most wounded.
Sure, the one that air elemental hit before, they also mark damage on.
What's that?
The one that your air elemental hit earlier, I marked damage on with 14 or plus.
Okay, so that's a 21.
Hits?
And that is 7 damage.
Okay.
And I think that's it. That's my turn.
You do a good chunk of damage as your ethereal arrow seems to like blow a hole through 5 the Casmes, and another one, another arrow, regular, kind of like latches into it. And you've done a good bit of damage this turn, but there's still 13 undamaged Casmes. now flying about into the city, sucking people's blood and draining them of their life force.
Oh,
That's not good.
It's not great.
oh, I might have died.
My turn?
It is Firebolt turn. Stephen is in free fall.
I cast Healing Word on him. He wakes up in free fall.
I might have died.
Why?
Instant death happens when the damage you take beyond 0 exceeds your hit
my
point
God.
maximum. And my hit point maximum was reduced to 27 by the necrotic damage.
Well, technically, it would have happened at intervals of 32 and 48. So let's see if that actually works out. So you have a total of what?
All right, my hit point max is 123.
120,
But I had 101 at the start of battle.
101. Oh, no, you had 123 because you rested.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that's right.
So, and 48, 96 is 27. So what is minus 50? There's 90, 99, is that minus 48? So 90 at 9, then minus 32 gets you to 67.
Yep.
Right. And then minus 48 again gets you to. Well, and I think it would have been before the hit points maximum was also reduced.
Yeah.
So your hit point maximum goes down to 27.
But it started at 60 something.
20, 19. So you have 19 hit points. Second reaction minus 32.
Bad?
Negative
Negative 13. Yeah.
13. Yeah, I think you're fine.
Okay. Well, how many attacks happened after I already hit 0?
No, just I guess one more. Well, they would have all attacked Jesse if you were fallen.
Okay.
And then Jesse, did one of them hit you on the last turn, I guess?
I think they all missed me.
Yeah. I thought one of
Because also damage at 0 is an automatic save failure for one of the death saving throws. And damage from a critical is 2 automatic failures for that, so just want to make sure.
Yeah, a natural 1 is 2 failures.
Yeah. If you take damage from a critical hit when you're already at 0, it's 2 failures too. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't already. Yeah.
Start of my turn while we're in free fall together. I cast Healing Word on Steven's unconscious falling body.
Okay.
So wake up, Steven, you're falling. Green, catch yourself.
Oh God, where am I?
And then I pull out my my immovable rod and click the button on the end.
Okay, so I regain 1d4 plus, what's your spellcasting ability modifier?
5.
Okay.
Roll strength and get higher than a 10, Jesse.
I can do it. Good job.
I got a 10.
Oh. Yeah, your arm feels like it gets pulled out of its socket, but you hold fast as you abruptly stop your free fall descent.
Yeah, I perch upon my immovable rod
You perch upon your movable rod.
and survey surroundings. Does that take my action to activate that?
I believe it does to activate the rod.
All right. That's my turn.
Steven?
I come tumbling through the air with 6 hit points, and I feel
Himself.
just awful. Oh God.
I'm
Oh,
pretty sure this is your fault. You better fix it.
it probably is.
Your name was in the prophecy.
You're right.
This is the end of our adventure.
It's the end of this battle.
What time is it?
I have to recoup.
And I cast
Yes.
levitate on myself, so I stopped falling. And okay, we can't fight all those Chasmes. There's too many of them. Is the portal above us still open?
No, the iris is closed again.
Okay.
I'm not.
Is about to close. Like far away.
Right. Yeah, I can't move that fast upwards. Shit.
I shout down to Steven. Let's recoup and reassess.
I float back up. Yeah, I start floating up to Clairbold. Okay. We can't fight all those things. We need to get in the fortress, I guess. I don't even know what's in there, man.
We can do that. We still have Pegasuses, and we have invisibility if we need it.
That's true. That's probably the better idea.
We can dimension for him.
We can dimension door. We have ways.
Okay, let's do that because
Well, let's withdraw from this battle.
here. Oof. Okay.
Are we still under assault from the Casmies?
Midland is now. You are not.
Okay.
Okay, that seems fine.
I mean, there's more golden drag down there, right? It's fine.
That's the. And I'm like, cool.
You don't have access.
They should learn how to defend themselves. Back in my day.
So we have this bigger problem of you don't have access to greater restoration, do you?
I do.
You do? Okay, so you can recover your hit points.
Yeah. That's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to expend one of my spell slots and cast Greater Restoration on myself.
Your hit point maximum goes back to normal, but you do not gain maximum hit points.
Right. I am going to, on my next round, or well, I guess we're at a round turn, but I will expend half of my healing hands to give myself another 50 hit points.
I think we should straight up take a short rest.
Yeah.
I think we're going to need it. If this is a sign of things to come.
I think we should dimension door inside that iris. Liamon's tiny hut.
I agree.
Guard me for 10 minutes and I will Liamon's tiny hut us.
We can make that happen.
Okay. That might, that seems like it might be the smart thing
We
to do.
still have living Pegasuses that can fly us back up a little bit closer. And then we get the door in.
No. The Pegasus are gone, right? Like,
I messaged my Pegasus. Say, all clear, come back.
no, let's not get them involved.
We need your aid, Stormglare.
We can float in. It's fine. Don't put
Return
Stormblade.
to me, my noble steed.
You can dimension door, right? That's
I can.
That's 500 feet.
Are we within 500 feet of this thing?
You just need to get to. It seems like it.
I assumed we had fallen further.
Oh.
So that thing just gave out a bunch of demons that like almost killed you all, and you want to try to get inside it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
100%.
Okay.
You just need to get to Steven, dimension door him inside, and then I'll meet you on the inside. Because you can dimension door one other creature.
Maybe we should take a short rest on the ground and get Steven healed up first.
Can I cast Liamon's tiny hut in the air?
I think you should cast it on the ground. Can you get to the ground?
Yeah, I'm on an air elemental.
Alright. I think we should do that.
Alright.
Take a rest on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Considering all the demons.
Yeah, that's... Oof. Steven's head is very, he's still not quite with it yet.
Do you know these guys, Steven?
I do not know. I have no clue.
Are you sure you go to school with him?
As you get to the ground, you can
It
see
looks exactly the same. Is that your cousin?
Okay, never mind.
It
I'm
looks
sorry.
exactly like you.
I'm sorry I said it.
as you get to the ground, you can kind of see that you're next to one of the Casmi corpses that has dropped all the way down to.
I start casting Liamon's tiny hut while you guys do whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah, we make a perimeter and defend you while you cast Leoman's Tiny Head.
I'm actually going to take a look at the Casmi
You hear
corpse.
screams kind of coming around.
Um,
People have started making an exodus out of the city.
It's probably people that don't have insurance.
Does that exist?
Not if you don't have a job. I'm gonna tell you guys, it's super fun being a baby boomer. It's like so much fun.
Why do you think they do it?
Jesus.
Really easy.
It's a dark path you're going down. I'm gonna look at the corpse real quick, see if there's any kind of branding on it or anything I might recognize from the old days.
Sure, roll
Insight.
roll old days.
Roll what?
Roll old days.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, insight.
I got a 0. No. 8 plus 11, 19.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, something is these are
Hey, have I seen anything like this before? Or
hmm.
I mean, if there's nothing to, there's nothing. Then
I'm trying to think. There's something. It's just let me send this text real fast.
All right, this has turned into pet the dog time.
Dog time. It's dog time. Always dog time.
Always dog.
Pet the dog. Always the dog.
It's like most of the time, it's pay attention to the baby time and ignore the dog, and the dog gets no attention time.
No, I won't
Kind
dog.
of look.
We
Who's a
don't
rook?
love him anymore. Who could love a dog? He's not even a person.
He's not a person, but he's a dog. Are you not even looking at me, Rook? Look at me, Rook. Rook.
Rook.
I said
Rook.
your name.
He's only a dog. He doesn't know how to.
Oh,
Only a person could look.
Pardon, you recognize these as like minions of the Demon Lord of Swarms. And it's uncharacteristic that the Demon Lord of Swarms would work with your Lord of Deception father.
that doesn't seem right.
Lord of Swarms seems like a bad lord to be.
So there's either 6 demon lords descending upon our world right now, in which case we're totally fucked. Or it's all this guy and, free reign and you don't have to feel bad about it.
I mean, I want to feel bad about it either way.
Well, that's probably healthy.
I get the feeling that maybe there's been more than one change in the lords besides just ours that happened last time. I don't know. Something weird's going on.
I'm not considering this session canon.
Okay.
I mean, canon things could have happened, and that's a very astute. Yeah, that could have happened.
I don't know.
Don't care.
Very strange. Can't know though until we talk to my dad. I don't know how that's gonna happen.
You all kind of land. There's a simple person that's kind of like by your corpse, kind of poking at it too. There's 2 Casby corpses, and y'all are investigating one, and there's like a village person investigating the other one.
I ignore the village person and start casting Liamon's tiny hut so that the perimeter will cut the village person off.
Get in or get out, village person.
Sir, you might want to get in with us. It's gonna be safer under here.
Although, to be honest, she's biased against village people.
You don't like the YMCA?
No, they all, they're all berries.
A little too fancy and maybe ethnic for Yeah, I know how you go.
All right, I'll come in there with you.
What?
As long as y'all are drinkers, I don't like being sober folk. I brew my own.
Oh, sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I'll share a flask with you.
Hey, I'd appreciate it.
Dude, we got work to do. I don't think we can be drinking right now.
I just keep casting my Leoman's tiny head.
How long
For this pumpkin.
Oh, God.
You complete your casting, and y'all do anything else before hiding for an hour?
Help civilians nearby as we're able within 10 minutes.
In what ways?
Protecting them from harm. Sending them to cover.
Huh?
Protecting them from harm. Sending them to cover.
Yeah.
Well, like shouting orders, like helping people evacuate, more so than like taking more fire.
Healing some people if they need it.
I'll dive on a Casmi if there's one isolated, or two, or three.
Being distracted. Yeah. As long as we're not fighting 5 at once.
They seem to be swarming and kind of like flying in squadrons, and in fact, you're not quite sure. Like these are Lord of Swarm Fly Casmis, like they're marked that way. Like their eyes have still look like they've been gouged out, and their ears have been sewn shut, and they don't look like they're willing participants in that process.
Yeah, probably not.
I take my short rest.
I take my short rest.
The village person joins you and kind of passes the fly. Y'all want some of this? Here, you can have some.
Yes, please.
Good to know you.
Out of politeness, I pretend to drink, but I just let it touch my lips and then put it down.
Mm.
Start spending some hit dice.
Yeah,
That's some best wild action right there. I brewed it myself.
15. 22.
They do an America fire outside of our window.
Best kind of fire.
America fire.
4, 8, 13.
You seem like, I'm surprised you drink. You seem like you're a straight-laced type. A bit abstemious, you ask me.
Take one so you can get them.
Do you have any family out there? You seem awful chill about all this.
Oh, no, sir. I'm mostly just make booze and get drunk.
So, like, the one person we save is just a fucking familyless hobo who doesn't care about it.
Name's Bob. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Claribold.
Claire Bolt, I'm a big fan. I saw you falling.
Yeah, I mean, we fought back.
Then you're just like, stop, pow. You just like flying there in the air. That was good to see.
We fought back dozens of the beasts before, they overcame us and we had to withdraw tactically.
Wow, that's wild. I thought I was watching the whole time. It looked like you killed two of them, then they kick your ass a little bit. I ain't one to pass judgment, so I don't know.
Let's be honest, we both know you're a blind drunk.
Yeah, who am I to call? Like I said, I don't know what I've seen sometimes. I thank y'all for keeping me undercover like this, though. Y'all are kind of folk.
I mean, we're doing our best.
What y'all think the cause of all this is? I was just drinking. You think is the Lord come taking me away from my drinking?
Probably.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think you should stop drinking.
I mean, I only do it because I was eaten by the mind flayers once.
What?
Sorry. I'm real.
Yeah, it was like this, it was in the middle of the night, and they done give me in a ship, And I tell you, they did strange things to my bumhole for turning me back to this here earth.
All right, let's leave this country bumpkin after we have our short rest.
Yeah.
Y'all don't think it's elephants, I guess.
Well, I've heard strange things about the mind flayers. That's I wouldn't put it past them.
I believe it because
Yeah.
I've lived it.
I
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
pretend not to hear him for an hour.
I used to have a friend back in the old days who made himself not like helmets, but like hats out of thin metal. He said it helped against that kind of thing. So
I believe it. You know, they sometimes say like the telepathies will like reach through you into your brain, and they're like, right now I feel like I'm picking up a signal, and it just keeps saying something like abstention is the phasation. I don't know. I'm in like a chamish.
oh,
I think it's the way to go.
sometimes it's just gibberish too.
Yeah,
I start taking down the hut.
Alka-Seltzer, Alcatraz, Chamish. It just keeps coming in like this clear thrumming.
The hut is gone, and I call my Pegasus to me.
Where's that coming from, do you wonder?
Mr.
Yeah.
Snoots!
I think
Mr.
it's the government. I think it's the big government here in Midland.
I get on top of Mr. Snoot.
Mr. Snoot has. Well, you told Mr. Snoot to flee. Mr. Snoot, did he fly all the way back to the roost?
Oh no, we cast message. We call him back.
No, I did not call Applejack back.
How
Applejack
else
is
are
not
we going
back.
to get up there?
Huh? I'm gonna cast levitate on myself, and then I'll just either
That'll
pull
take
myself up
like
with
20
you,
feet up in the air.
or I'll just grab onto you. That's fine.
What are you going to do?
I have. How high above us is the fortress?
It flies about 500 or 600 feet above the ground.
It's an important distinction.
Yeah.
600 feet above the ground.
Okay.
Shouldn't have said nothing.
How high can you lift us with levitate? Actually,
Levitate. I can move. Let's see. I can carry up to 500 pounds with me, so I can carry both of you with me, most like. I can move myself up in the air at 20 feet up per round. Plus, if I use the immovable rod to help, like, boost myself up, then I could add my climb speed to that. So,
How about I conjure an air elemental, take one of you like 200 feet up, you get your immovable rod, the air elemental brings us all up to that rod. I cast Dimension Door with my air elemental, Claribald cast Dimension Door with Steven. That seem reasonable?
it's only going to take a round or two for me to get up that high.
yeah. Levitate,
Yeah.
levitate works pretty well. It's a
Levitate
little
will be
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
How does the rest of this go? Wait, what?
he levitates us up close
Oh,
enough
okay.
Yeah.
to dimension dooring.
Okay.
Or straight up levitates us up to the surface above
think that
rather
too,
than the
yeah.
eye below.
It would take a couple minutes, maybe at most. Yeah. Just.
Just doot float up there unless we get swarmed by Tasmi again, which gets
Yeah.
with the dimension dooring.
Yeah. You guys be on the lookout for the Casmi, and I will levitate everybody up there.
Do it.
Okay.
I can also cast Knock
Oh.
if you want to do that.
I mean,
No.
if
It would be
there's,
stealthy.
If we can, if we can drop in a more stealthy way, that might be better.
Okay,
If we could drop in on the top instead of through their
sure.
aircraft bay, might be a good idea.
Okay, let's do that.
That is what we will do. I'm going to go pee real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's an entrance on the top side.
Do you have people?
Yeah,
No, I guess you're part.
Yeah.
Jesse and Margaret, how much stamina do you all have?
Probably 11 at the latest.
Yeah.
So, another hour.
o'clock was kind of where we were at, and I was like, figuring it was time to cash out. Well, and this is going a different direction. Like, I thought we'd be well past this by now.
Always the way it goes.
I mean, it's up to you where you think a good breaking point would be. I think we have at most an hour in us.
Well, y'all are being more persistent with this impossible task than I thought you'd be. So that's one thing that's making it.
Well,
Players usually are.
in the intervening hour while we are taking our short rest, do we observe anything else?
Sure. As you take your hour's rest inside the hut. I don't know. If you notice anything else. More Casmies come out. Sure. The door opens up and another 50 Casmies fly out.
Oh god.
Like your hour. And so now the town is full of screams. As Casmies overflow it.
I mean, it's got to be empty now.
The town?
I mean,
The
So
town
we
is
can go up to the
emptying out.
market.
People are running out of the town in droves.
Oh boy.
These Pegasus are dead, aren't they?
no, they fled.
Mm.
They're faster.
Mm-hmm.
They're faster.
All right, yeah, we'll go up.
You do have a speed advantage on the Casmies. But if you engage them in battle, they will overwhelm in large number.
Okay, we go up. We do the levitate trick thing.
You levitate up within 500 feet or 300 feet.
Yeah.
Dimension doorable
You
distance.
want a dimension door into the bottom, or dimension door into the top?
I mean, I prefer to just levitate all the way up to the top and see check out if there's an entrance up there.
If the Casmies get close, though, we can dimension door in.
Negative. You expect your risk. I mean, no, you can roll, but even there is no discernment
There's no other discernible entrance.
outside of the iris, which is closed. Correct.
There's a big iron cube.
Do you want me to cast knock, or do you want a dimension door on the other side of the line?
It's got some character to it. It is cubish, but it's got maybe some it's cubish.
Weird blisters and strange machines along the outside, and
I think dimension door is better than.
Okay.
I don't think
Just
we want
do a
to
blind
announce.
dimension door.
Yeah, rather.
Okay.
You go first, and I'll message you afterwards to see how it went.
No, 2 people go in first.
Yeah, you and the air elemental.
Okay.
Well, I guess
No, I don't have an air elemental. Because we didn't go that route.
you and him, and then I've got the other dimensional. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yes, it's either you and Steven, or me and Steven. And I feel like you're the melee character.
All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
I dimension door up and in.
I followed soon thereafter.
Excuse.
Go ahead.
Sorry, hold on. Wait.
Dimension door.
Let me revise that ever so briefly. I cast invisibility on myself. I dimension door up and in.
With Steven.
With me?
Describe to me how high and describe to me how you dimension door into a space you do not see.
You can dimension door in.
I know you can. I need to know how he's dimension door.
I dimension door 30 feet beyond the exterior wall.
Oh boy.
You dimension door 30 feet upwards into the iris. And as you look around you in your new space, invisible, you are 10 feet above a second iris.
Above what?
A second iris.
So it was an airlock situation. Yeah.
I guess, and you fall 10 feet because you're not flying?
Right,
Oh.
I'm flying now.
Did you take me in with you?
No, I went by myself.
Okay.
Because you can dimension door him.
Yeah.
I'm just doing recon.
But I think we probably would have discussed it and we do the exact same thing.
Well, I can message you to
Oh.
discuss.
No, message has to be sight, doesn't it?
No, I think that would be the purpose.
No, it's so that you can't hear. That's the purpose.
Definitely in that range. Within 120 feet.
That's it?
You can cast the spell through solid objects if you are
Okay.
familiar with the target.
Okay. Yeah, so you let me know.
Yeah, okay, so I'm in an airlock, basically.
Love it.
Above an airlock. Yeah.
Okay, so I've penetrated both barriers of the airlock.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I give you the same coordinates that I used then.
Okay. And then I do the same, the 30 feet. With Steven.
Awesome. I'm really, really worried that this is just going to be a big empty space filled with nothing but Casmies.
Possibly.
No, it's well lit by some strange thing within it. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's a huge empty space full of Casmies.
Well, I guess
what do we see?
before I give them the go ahead to come in, I kind of take a look
we're already
around
there.
and assess.
I think we're already there.
if they're like, I mean, if I'm surrounded by
We're
enemies.
already there.
Okay.
You sent a message saying it was all good.
10 p.m. We're already there.
As you look around and send them more updates, you see Stephen and Lonnie appear next to you.
Yeah, I got it. 30 feet. Got it.
I take a look around.
You're in a vertical shaft. There are triangular openings kind of above you. Beyond, there's a light source. There's a, in fact, this is a well lit from the inside area. There's a, almost directly above you is a conical shape, an upside down cone pointing downwards, essentially. Light all around it. It looks like a black light effect. It's a black light all the way around it, ending in almost like a tight shape, sharp arrow pointing down towards you, towards the airlock.
That's probably fine.
Oh, weird.
Probably not like a Death Star weapon or something.
I mean, it appears to fire Casmies.
There are kind of like, Casmi ports all kind of carved into like the sides of the walls, and you can see some of them aren't empty.
Okay.
Many of them are empty right now, but there are maybe 10% full.
Oh.
So there's several of these sort of triangular exits, though?
No, it's like the shaft just has like some areas where it narrows a little bit. You think like they might be like bulkheads.
So in terms of egress, we don't see anything?
There is nothing stopping your path into a larger space above you, which the cone pointing downward resembles, which the large Casmi dormitory is along the wall. There is a bulkhead or two. There's two bulkheads open.
We could levitate up that direction.
Yeah. Just levitate up the shaft. The large spike hanging above us makes up the entirety of the ceiling, essentially.
Yeah.
That does not look pleasant.
I think we just go up.
I guess. Is there a way? Well, I guess we can go up and see if there's a way around that thing. I get the feeling it's rigged to drop.
Until we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I grab a hold of Clairbold again and start levitating upwards through the shaft.
You can also see around it,
Mhm.
on the ceiling, there are 6 lights in an hexagonal formation around the cone.
Uh,
Right now,
They're all steady and lit.
no. No. They're probably about given yeah, I want to give you like an actual answer, and I probably could. Let me think. What's lit off, lit off.
3 lit.
Lit off, lit off.
oh god, it's in binary, isn't it? Not that my character would know binary.
Not that your character would know binary, but yes.
My character definitely does not know binary.
Jesse's character figured it out with an intelligence check.
Countdown.
Yeah.
So you now can see that there are 13 out of 64 remaining.
oh, using some sort of demonic system.
I think we go up.
I don't entirely follow.
The lights are counting down.
Yeah, as you're kind of staring at it, one of them goes off, on, off.
We go up.
12. 4.
Let's stop standing here. We go up. We love it.
We've got a way to find a stop. We've got to find a way to stop that thing. Is what we got to do. If that
Yeah.
drops on the city, that's gonna wreak havoc. It's like some kind of big bomb, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I grab Clairbold and we start levitating upwards.
You start levitating upwards.
Yep.
And you enter into the space, and it's just, this wide hive space, forged in the abyss of black iron, and almost looks like H.R. Geiger kind of designed the interior with faces and spires. In fact, as you kind of go up the shaft again, there's like all sorts of like faces carved into the walls, kind of watching you, and in grimaced pain and bewildered surprise and kind of bemusement. Some of them kind of curious and watching you, but all still in statues.
Jesus.
Do you roll stealth at all? I know Jesse's or Clairbold's invisible.
Visible.
Yeah. Yeah, let's roll stealth.
How does levitate work? Am I with you or am I stuck?
Oh, I'm holding on to both of you. Yeah, just levitating upwards. I rolled a 15 plus 13, 28.
I got a 13.
You want to roll for me as well? I got a 32.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, you know what? Actually, Bob, the farmer, he tells you. Remember, he said like he had no family. He tells you he had a son.
He had a son?
Yeah.
What happened to his son?
Probably didn't raise him right.
Yeah.
Didn't teach him to respect his elders, like I was taught.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't take to the whiskey making. Thought he'd make better as a blacksmith or something, but I never really liked it.
He's one of those levitate parents, like helicopter parents, but levitating parents.
Well, like levitate away, laissez faire.
Oh god.
Anyway,
Hmm.
but y'all are in this space.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So we levitate upwards towards the one of the bulkheads.
Yeah. See if there's any side.
Roll stealth.
What's that?
Do y'all roll stealth?
I had 13.
28.
28.
And 34.
Are you still invisible?
Yes.
Yes, greater invisibility.
What's that?
Yes, greater invisibility.
No.
Because doesn't it go away from cast spell?
I don't think I've cast a spell.
Dimension door?
That's the door.
Oh. I hadn't really considered that.
You might, if you had done that, you might reverse those decisions.
Yeah, then I'm probably no longer invisible.
Well, we're gonna levitate up and see if there's any side entrances or anything leading anywhere else up in the shaft.
You'll start levitating up with the lowest stealth being 13. And what are you looking for in specific?
Way out of the shaft, I think.
Yeah.
A way out of the shaft.
If there's any entrances or access to other parts of this floating fortress thing, other than the shaft.
Nope. The shaft and the giant room with the Casmi dormitory and the big light is pretty much the extent of the ship. It takes up the entire.
Oh, okay. Right.
Like you are, it opens as soon as you kind of get higher than like another. Once you get like up to the bulkhead area, past the bulkheads, then in the space, and it is the entire rest of the cube.
You don't have a bag of beans, do you?
You told me not to get it.
Roll investigation or perception or something.
Insight?
An investigation or perception or something.
Perception, then. My weakness slightly better.
15.
Natural 1. Plus 3.
I also rolled a natural 1.
So 15.
As you are kind of investigating about, Lonnie, you complain just a little bit too loudly about those millennials and their damn stealth. And one of the Casmis right next to you starts to stir in its hole.
Uh-oh.
It kind of like raises a proboscis.
I got nothing.
Did you do investigation?
No, I don't have investigation.
You say that you failed your stealth check and one of the Casmis
What was that?
said you failed your stealth check and one of the Casmis.
Yeah.
Just want to be clear. It seemed like y'all were like trying to investigate still. And I was like, no, something else is probably more important than investigating might also
You have like a sleep or something like that?
be a place to hide.
I don't have anything.
I cast greater invisibility on myself really quick.
Yeah, the Casmi kind of wakes up, looks around, the rest of you kind of freeze.
Freeze up against the wall.
Puts its head back into its hole and goes back to
duck for a place to hide.
Yeah, there's enough like fires and hooks, and 33 and the 24 are enough to. It was below the pass.
Is there any way to there's these bulkheads further up in the shaft, right?
You're past them already.
Okay. Is there any way to close those off?
Probably. Yeah, there isn't a way to shut them. I don't know how to shut them.
Because if there was a way, we could shut them and then dimension door out, and that way this thing wouldn't drop.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a giant floating castle, there must be some kind of propulsion thing that keeps it in the sky. We should find how it stays in the sky, and we should make it. We should break it.
Dispel that.
Not when it's over Midland, though. That
I don't know. I don't know. It
How
can
many
get much
people are
worse.
alive?
Yeah, I think we should just bring this fucker down.
I mean, there's definitely still people alive down there in the city. There's not. I mean, we don't want to drop a castle on them.
I think we should drop a castle.
It's not that big of a castle.
Well,
They're just peasants.
Weapon thing. They're important. Damn it.
I agree with Mr. Boots. I mean Clarabald.
Okay, you all can see. Trying to think of something that can give you a good. Yeah, roll an investigation or perception or something for me.
Sure. 7.
8.
My passive perception is 17.
My passive is 14. Oh god.
I rolled an 8. We'll stick with that.
Yeah, your passive at 17 can give you kind of like a good glance upwards, and you can see like a small windowed space near the top of the chamber, in which there is a I don't know, a multi-armed monster that is just, probably a large creature, huge eyes that kind of shine light but don't seem to be looking anywhere in particular. It's got maybe like 8 arms, all kind of branching from a middle section, all kind of like pressed onto different things in the different crystals and stuff in front of it.
Yeah, I observe it for a moment to see what it's doing. Does it look like it's the pilot of this sky castle?
Yeah, if you were to, you're not quite sure, but yes, roll Arcana to see if you know what a pilot is.
Got a 5.
What'd you get, Margaret?
Oh.
Pretty sure this thing's the pilot.
I got a 24.
John, do you have Arcana?
Yeah,
Nope.
I do.
John does not. Okay, yeah, the Margaret, you're the. You saw this once back in the day, flying castles, all that. You knew a guy named Howl.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I'm paying attention. You don't watch the classics. I tell them about pilots. I tell them about pilots, and I reach out, and I think I cast haste on Clarabald.
Cast haste on Clarabald. Okay. Among other things, you also observe there are there's a glass kind of like, or you're not quite sure if it's made out of glass or obsidian, but the weird dark lit cone at the top definitely looks like it's made of a some sort of material that could break if given the right force.
I think we should kill this pilot.
And his power crystal?
I don't know about the power crystal. We should definitely kill the pilot.
As you're kind of observing, you can hear the irises below open. Some Casmes fly in to the chamber. You all duck low for visible. The Casmes kind of fly up and they make some quick, like green insect sacks, hang some live food from the ceiling, and then fly back out of the iris.
Oh shit.
I think I'm going to cast Dimension Door and try. Does anyone want to come with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can? Okay, so I'll take Steven. I'm going to cast Dimension Door and pop on the other side of the pilot, maybe 30 feet opposite of where we are in that same room. Hopefully.
Okay.
30-foot interior?
Yeah, so like if I can see the pilot through the glass, then a 30-foot, because you said he's a large guy.
Mm.
So I'm going to say 30 foot from like that glass window back.
Or as far as we can get.
But I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 30.
And who are you taking with you?
Steven.
Sure. You end up in the room with the pilot. There are, it's a large room. There are crystals. There are, as you kind of like are in there, you can hear him like kind of like touching and the sound there. The crystals are making kind of like sounds. So you know, every time the iris opens, there's a sound. There's like kind of like
There's a lot of noises here.
yeah.
Caught up waiting for the bass to drop.
I think I shoot arrows at him once we're there.
Yep, definitely gotta charge him. Take this thing out.
Okay. You charge, and you hit a wall of force as you run towards the back of him.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Oh shit. Damn it. I think walls of force cannot be gotten rid of by dispel magic, right? I was just looking at those for other.
Well, something stopped.
Right.
Wall of force is probably wall of force.
But I can see to the other side?
Correct.
Wall of force. They are invisible. Cannot be dispelled by dispel magic.
Mm.
Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage.
I'm going to message Claribald real quick and let him know the dimensions as I understand them.
Okay.
In case he wants to do something.
This creature is probably protected by like a cube of force. Damn it.
Does Claribald want to do anything?
Just making sure that it's possible to dimension door through it.
Does Dimension Door use the ethereal plane?
Right.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. How far are these guys above me?
The chamber is probably like 100 foot by 100 foot.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to stealthily climb up the wall to catch up with these guys where they're stuck below this wall of force. And then I will pick.
It's not below the wall of force. We're like at the same level.
They're in the same room behind him.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we're on the other side of him.
Oh, so I can't get to them. Okay. In that case, I'll just dimension door myself into his space, like adjacent to him.
The big eyes slowly turn and face you, and the hands continue to kind of manipulate the controls, and it just stares at you.
And I say, sorry, buddy. And then I draw a pair of rapiers and plunge them into the eye.
Roll your attacks.
Large numbers. 27, 31, 31.
You hit all 3 times.
Oh shit.
You have 3 attacks?
16. Yeah, I've got an offhand. 17. 17 points of fire damage. If fire damage matters.
Yeah.
Plus 29 points of piercing damage.
Takes 38 damage. You see it. It doesn't have a mouth. It kind of tenses its arms like a spider, kind of curling a little bit. And you can feel like the whole ship lurches as you stab it in the eyes. It takes a hand, tries to, well, you're staring at it as you stab it.
Yeah.
Roll. Roll. I think it's going to be wisdom.
Did you take your additional action?
No, from haste?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Go with your additional action.
Yeah, so I have a hasted action, which would mean I would have 2 more attacks.
Mm-hmm. And do you want to action surge?
Should I go ahead and take those?
Yeah. It's still your turn then.
2 more attacks at 17 is the low one and 30 is the high one.
Say the low one.
17.
Sure.
Okay, so another. Does it seem to be affected normally by fire damage, or?
No, it's halved.
Okay, so 11 points of fire, and 13 plus 12, 25 points of piercing damage.
Sustained 69 points of damage so far this turn.
Yep.
Do we need to roll initiative or anything?
That's just those 2 right now.
Okay, I mean, as soon as I have the opportunity, once I have told Claribald what the dimensions are, I Misty step in.
Okay. So it'll take a round before that happens then.
I flail uselessly against the wall of force.
Has to roll con or anything, or
Yeah, if it's presenting well for us.
Oh, yes, go ahead and roll initiative then.
$17.
19.
17.
Mm, 19 and what?
Mine was 17.
What was yours, Jesse?
Other 2 17.
Oh.
Who was first?
So Jesse goes first.
And what'd you get, John? Sorry.
Oh, 19.
Oh, you have the 19. You go first then. You do nothing.
Yeah, I'm outside of the wall of force, so I'm going to start circling the edges of it, see if I can't figure out. Oh, is there anything outside of this in the room, outside of the wall of force, that I can reach that looks like it's important?
Roll investigation.
Natural 20. Nice.
Nice.
First good roll in a while. Which is good because I have +0 investigation.
Yeah, there's a communications console behind, way in the back of the.
Communications console?
Yeah, there's like sending stones, like other kind of things.
Excellent. Okay. Good. I'm gonna run over to that and start figuring out how it works and who I can communicate with it.
Sure.
Are there?
Next turn, we'll get you some interaction with it.
Okay.
Because the investigation probably takes the turn.
Yeah.
17, Jesse.
Yeah, I'll take a full attack action on this thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna slice and dice it. Let's see. The low one is a 15,
Sure.
and then the next one is a 29.
15 does.
15 does hit.
Ah.
Okay. In that case, so 3 hits, which are going to be 13 points of fire damage, plus 29 points of piercing damage.
Looking pretty hurt.
And then the hasted attack action, so 2 more attacks, which are a 25 and a 31 to hit. For 8 plus 7 is 15 points of fire. And 8 plus 12 is 20 points of piercing. Yeah, I do a hasted slice and dice.
Damn.
Go ahead, Lonnie.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna shoot off 2 arrows real quick.
You have not Misty stepped in yet.
What's that?
You have not Misty stepped in yet.
I have not. Okay, I'm.
So that's why I had us roll initiative. I did Jesse's surprise round. You said they were going to roll initiative, and I was like, no. Then I was like, yeah, probably it's better to roll initiative. So you were going to Misty step in on this turn?
Yes, I guess if I'm not Misty stepped in already.
And is Misty step a bonus action, or is it a full action?
Correct, it's a bonus action.
Then yeah, then you can take 2 attacks.
Oh, boy. The 15 hit. It does?
No.
Does not. Okay. Don't say it at the same time that he's saying it, then I can't hear him. He knows the answer. So it's a 21 hit.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 1 hit. Is there anything else in the room?
I mean, yeah, there's the crystals and the person and John at the communications table and.
Is the crystal on the side of the wall of force?
There are crystals inside the wall of force that this demon is manipulating.
All right, I'm gonna take my miss and curve my shot and try to hit one of the crystals.
Sure.
I do not.
The arrow harmlessly lands in one of the consoles.
So the one that hits, I do 10 piercing, and I'm gonna action surge and attack again.
Okay.
I have a 20 and a much higher than a 20, a 31.
Definitely it.
That's 20 more points of piercing damage.
It is looking very, very beat up.
And I'm going to just back away so that I am as far away from the creature as I can possibly be.
You hit the wall of force about 5 feet away.
Okay.
You are well within reach, though.
Okay.
All right.
Everyone's gone. This thing's turn.
Yep.
It looks at Clairbold through bloody eyes and eye foam leaking out of its eye, and pupils barely kind of like holding on, attached inside the iris, but it makes eye contact with you for like just half a second. Roll charisma.
16.
Let's say that fails.
That was not a very good roll.
I can say that must be one of your saving throws too, right?
It is.
Oh, damn.
I rolled a 4.
Cool.
But you fail when you have a plus 12.
You have advantage to dex save.
You feel great distress as the demon like unlocks childhood memories and traumas, and you take 41 points of psychic damage.
All right.
Jesus.
Oh, no.
Remember when they left us in the alley?
Box?
Yeah.
Goes to Clairbold. No, goes to Stephen.
Yes. Communications panel.
You're at the console. There are multiple sending stones.
Are they labeled?
No.
No. All right.
They're demons, not devils.
I'm fair. That's fair.
In fact, they're very disorderly.
This is true. Damn it. Okay. In which case, I'm gonna activate all of them.
When in doubt.
Yep. No. Might as well do this.
Retreat.
Hold on. Well, yeah, I don't know whether they're communicating with the other fortresses or whether they're communicating with whether they're like, I don't know. All right.
When you touch one stone, you can use an action to cast sending spell from it, targeted the bearer of the other stone. So use one action at a time, you can use the stones.
Ah, damn. Okay. Well,
You can roll wisdom for a gut.
wisdom.
Gut instinct tell you which one to talk through.
Yeah, sure. Insight.
Sure, insight.
Take a shot at it here. Roll instinct. 8 plus 11, 19.
Yeah, one of them does bear a mark you are memorable of, and it is a ascending stone that bears the mark of the Lord of Deception.
Aha. I activate that one.
You immediately hear a wailing on the other side.
Well, it's a message, right?
Sorry, you send. Yeah, you send. So you have to send a message.
So I activate it, and yeah, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy on myself to make my voice louder and more menacing. This is.
It takes an action to use the sending stone. So.
Oh right, okay, so maybe I don't. This
Yeah.
Falcon of Javish in the skies above Midland. We've already destroyed one of your flying things. Meet me here. and stop your attacks. Stop your attacks and meet me here. There we go.
It goes to Clairbold.
Slice and dice. Hasted slice and dice.
Yeah, you can see the from your vantage point, the clock now says 8.
Nat 20, 19, 11. So the lowest roll is a 23.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Oh shit.
He's weird.
No,
Written
that's no actually. That's 10, 14 plus 7 is 21 points of fire damage.
Very written there.
Yeah. Plus 13, 6 is 19. Plus 19 plus 19. 38. Plus 38 points of piercing.
Damn.
The
And
haste
then-
is the most damage I'm going to do this.
And then the haste attacks.
Oh, that's not bad.
So it's a 24 and a 25 to hit. With
Stop! Stop! He's already dead! As you kind of death frenzy the pilot, it kind of like slouches and some of its hands kind of like slam across a few of the crystals, and the whole castle starts to kind of both lilt to the side and start like, you know, flying in a weird circular formation. And you see the crystal in the middle start to glow a dark black light and charge up.
It's probably the self-destruct sequence.
Can I roll an Arcana to try and steer the castle?
Roll Arcana. It is your turn, right?
Oh, no. No, I cannot.
Oh no.
It takes too many hands. It takes
Yeah.
8 hands to fly this machine.
Look, I think you should
It's still
get
14.
That's pretty good. I think you should get Steven out of here, because otherwise he's gonna be trapped in here.
Did the wall of force come down?
Um,
I can levitate out
Is there an exit?
down below us. Well, it's not open.
the wall of force has come down.
It has, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I can cast Dimension Door. You can upcast Dimension Door.
Yeah.
That'll get us out.
Let me see.
As you're kind of gearing up, you hear a message come back. Come home, and the attacks will stop.
What does that mean, Steven?
I run over and grab Steven, and you have levitate, right? So I dimension door
Okay.
500 foot out, just
That works.
full lateral.
I send a message.
Full lateral out.
Huh?
You full laterally out. You begin to free fall, or I guess y'all are levitating as you kind of land on the other side.
I cast feather fall on myself as he levitates.
Gotcha. You all are floating.
Shortly after I Dimension Door, snap in right behind them.
Is the castle still over Midland?
Yes, it's a slow moving castle, and it's kind of gotten over Midland by this point.
Okay.
It is lilting around in a circle, but there are still chasmes that are flying around the city. Now it seems battle has been joined by the Golden Drakh that are fighting on griffins, but they don't seem to be faring too terribly well at the same time. It is an all-out dogfight down there as like chasmes versus Eldritch Knights go full force.
Okay. Shit. The castle hasn't started to fall or anything. It's still just flying in a circle.
It's lilting and flying in a circle, like it's like got a foot in the ground and just can't get
Yeah.
out of the rut.
Okay.
Oh, I can also give you Featherfall,
Yeah, you can cast it on
so you don't
The
have
whole
to
crew?
waste another.
Oh, levitate does that.
Yeah.
When it ends, you just slow fall to the ground.
Are you?
Oh.
Okay. It's also 11 o'clock. I don't know what a good breaking time is going to be, but
Yeah.
Well,
Probably.
what do y'all do? Last things, like what are your last things before you kind of give up on this ship? If you give up at all.
Shit. I wanted to stick around until that timer went down to 0 at least. Because I can cast Wall of Force and probably keep whatever it is from hitting the city.
mm,
I don't know.
Yeah.
You think it's a bomb?
I don't know.
can I cast? So I have an arrow that's called a seeking arrow, and it will go around corners and shit. But there has to be a path open, so maybe there's not a path open. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna cast my seeking arrow and try to hit the crystal that's counting down.
You're outside of it right now.
Yeah.
How do you encourage the iris to open to get a clear path inside?
That's what I'm saying. If there's not a path, then there's not a path.
Yeah.
What do you do to encourage a path? Anything?
We could drag one of the dead Casmies up there and see if their proximity opens it up.
I mean, we're currently slowly falling to the ground.
Yeah.
Roll insight. On
12.
16?
I think it gives you enough to you can like see Casmies flying in and out. It gives you maybe like a general idea of when it might be open. You also have a slow-mo point.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right. I'm forgetting
that's
about
right.
that.
Yeah. So, like in air, I will try to time my seeking arrow with one of the Casmies is going in and shoot off my seeking arrow so that it will reach the iris at the same time as the
And you
Casmy. Yeah.
you spend your slow motion action point.
Yeah.
You kind of like time your shot. There's like this close up of you and the bow and the got no string. It's just this magical like drawstring.
Yeah.
The like feathers are like flapping against your nose. As it releases and there's like this the trademark like rotational force of the arrow following the Casmy. We're like bird's eye, worm's eye, or point of view with the arrow as it kind of flies up the irises. Roll an attack.
It just hits. It's a dex save.
Right. It doesn't have a dex save, so it hits.
Come on.
No, it does 10 damage. I rolled really low.
Yeah, you feel like the slow motion kind of like you watch slow mo.
I'm like, you guys don't know this, but I nailed that.
There's like that moment where like it's just kind of like that anticlimactic like dink. It's the first shot against the Death Star that kind of goes off course, right?
Yep. Raise it on the surface.
But to be fair, I hit it. It was smaller than a womp rat.
I mean, that's fair.
That was a good last shot. Anything else?
I got nothing.
I can do it again without the slow-mo point.
No, I need to be closer inside to do anything, and we've already teleported out. So, yeah.
Are you gonna try your wall of force? Do you have an anti-magic field? That might be better.
I do not know. It's out of my staff of power. So, globe of invulnerability, which is not the same thing as an anti-magic field, but otherwise it's just wall of force. I could try and angle it so that it just forces the so that the wall of force forces the fortress down and away, maybe while it's flying.
Sure, maybe try that to like aim it differently.
Yeah, just kind of grind it against an angled wall of force down and away from the city. It's worth a shot, I guess. You can line up, 10 by 10 panels of force, so it's at least 100 feet of guided movement.
Yeah.
So if I can catch it when it's fairly close to the edge of the city, then
Yeah, I think that would work, or at least in some way. Roll intelligence.
sure. It's my worst stat.
Yeah.
It's my worst. That strength. Oh god. Hey, 12. It's not bad.
That's enough to get you. You know what? You kind of do it. It doesn't quite do it all the way, but the countdown begins to finally, rotate down. Or sorry, Barnabas. Clairbolt.
Barnabas.
What y'all do? Any last?
I got nothing in this scenario. I charm it.
Charm. The dog fights down below, the wall of force, it's all culminating. Finally, you see the irises kind of like are, opening and closing with the chasmes. It opens one final time. There's this big burst of energy.
Got Wall of Force under it?
Huh?
Can I cast Wall of Force under it?
Wall of force wouldn't affect like a ray spell, would it?
Oh.
I don't think it does. I kept reading it.
I don't think anything can go through a Wall of Force. That's the...
Anything physical, it says. Is magical physical? Like, I think that's the thing, right? Like,
that's the question.
Right?
Wall of Force basically stops everything except a disintegrate spell.
Yeah, consider this a disintegrate spell. It just blasts a necrotic disintegrate through the wall of Midland that it is now kind of aiming towards. It lands on the ground and it just creates this like cascading explosion that levels like a quarter of the city from the well shifted angle that you have created.
Well, if they had smarter, they'd live in a better neighborhood.
Look at that. We saved 3/4 of the city.
You saved 3/4 of the city. You did save 3/4 of the city.
Yeah, like damn heroes.
That's actually like a 100% success in my head.
We did pretty good considering.
Considering this is the start of Independence Day, you saved the White House.
Can we say something other than the White House?
You saved Midland.
Yeah, we watched the ash and remaining fireworks kind of cascade out of the sky. And I shake my head at a job pretty well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's not over yet.
Right. You start to get reports, Ravens, as you kind of like, the days passed and you kind of do cleanup on the chasmes with the adventurers and the Golden Drakh. You start to get ravens in from Dragonwick, wiped off the map. Wiped off the map.
Oh god.
Refugees start coming in carts.
Oh Jesus.
We saved like 1/20th of the cities.
Now that Equestria and Midland are the two kind of remaining bastions in the area, all the refugees start heading to this area, and soon there's a tent cap outside of Equestria and Midland.
Oh god.
Kind of stretches into this megalopolis tent city. And you start to get reports that the clouds are moving towards you. All the rest of them.
Yeah, I'm doing research on planar travel.
They listened to your call, Steven. Good work.
No, you heard the bit at the end there. I'm gonna be going on a trip here pretty quick as soon as I can get all the stuff together. That's yeah.
Good stuff.
Not allowed to throw out the things in my room till I get back. Okay. I'm just gonna.
We'll figure something out. We probably got a day or two.
There's no avoiding it. I'm gonna have to go visit my family.
No. Anything but that.
Just a single rainbow-colored tear. Just
Yeah, there's
We gotta crash.
yeah,
Yeah,
talking out here.
Dog
Sorry, yeah, I hope that was enjoyable. I was trying to make it something different.
no, it was fun. Yeah, it was definitely,
DMing tonight. Sorry, we have to cut it short, but I gotta take the dog out.
No, you'll it was went longer than I thought. So
yeah. No, that's all right. It's the closest I've come to dying in a long time.
Love it.
Not expecting that.
No one ever went after me. I didn't do a whole lot. The best thing I did was taste you.
well, and I figured you were just always far away. Anytime I was like, and because they were traveling in formation, I could only attack like 2 groups per time.
Yeah.
So that's why they never kind of went after Margaret.
Yeah, there was one point where Claribald and Steven were together, and I was just up there with 3 of them. I was like, okay, cool.
Oh,
At least how I understood it. It's possible I didn't understand it correctly.
Too distracted with resurrection magic.
yeah. And I think the three-dimensional fighting might have gotten away from me too.
No. It can be harder to picture. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a dogfight. Arr.
It was fun.
Oh.
Briefly, I guess I started to die. Oh god.
Cool. Well, good job. It was an impossible task in the movie. Like I said, they do much worse because there's shields around every alien, and you know.
Yeah.
I'll welcome the demons to Earth enthusiastically and actively. So good job. Have a good night.
It was fun. Take it easy, guys.
Bye.